Sirdek Drakas are conferencing at the steps of the cathedral, apparently about to deliver their speeches. Blythe, as you return to the festivities, Aaron Barrett pauses while running around and waves at you with the miniature catapult he won before sprinting off to play with the other children. Royman, the smell of the rusty dragon's curry spice salmon wafts over you, toward you as you spot an old halfling, Bethana Corwin, helping her boss Ameko dish out the last of the lunch, having an animated conversation with the headmaster of the Turend Rock Academy where you grew up, the Suari Gandiths. Kaerdy and Vanya, you return to your stall to find the bottles of glowing liquids you left have not depleted in your absence, but there are inexplicably even more than when you left. Reinhold would have returned. Well, I'll just say this, and if he ever comes back, this will be it. As Reinhold returns, you guys can see that the beautiful Shayless Vinder gives him a hopeful smile before her father Ven steps in front of her, giving him a harsh frown and dragging her away again. And I've got a gif that explains it perfectly.
That is fucking perfect.
Oh, Sam.
It's beautiful.
Mayor Kendra Deverin seems to kind of step up toward, unless there's something else you guys want to do.
As I approach the booth and notice that more of it is there than when we left, I look over at Vanya and say, "God darn it! I didn't realize I'd accidentally cast a multiplying spell."
I'm not sure what has happened here, but maybe we should make some of this disappear before we go back. I don't want to give the impression that we were slacking.
Well, we know the boss's wife saw us, but I guess we'll do what we can do.
Maybe we'll just push this all off the cliff.
I like where your head's at.
You do know that there is a part of the city called, I think, Junker's Point.
Yep.
And they literally just throw their
Exactly.
garbage right off the cliff. Here. That's literally what
That's
they
what
do.
I'm thinking. Just wheel the
equivalent
cart or
of,
whatever
"Let's
out
throw it
there
in
and
the
just
trash."
throw
Like,
it
I'm
off.
not even
Throw it off the
kidding.
cliff.
It's literally called Junk Beach, and they just take their garbage and they just huck it off the cliff. And there's like,
and people go down there and scavenge and
People do
one
not.
of
Goblins do.
Oh well, what the half orc guy doesn't he scavenge around, or does he take the trash there?
He takes the trash. He's the
Okay.
Gorby and Gorby's boys are the senatorial staff here at Sandpoint. And their whole job is to basically like go through the city, like gathering the trash, and they just wheelbarrow it over to Junker's Beach, to Junk Beach, and just dump it over the cliff. That's what they do. As you guys are enjoying the rest of the festivities, maybe a little bit more food, maybe a final a mug of ale, as everybody seems to be anticipating the welcoming speeches. You see Mayor Kendra Deverin. Sorry, I was on Enable Fog before. Kind of step up to the front of the cathedral, and she says, "Welcome. As many of you know, my name is Kendra Deverin. I am proud to serve as mayor of this fine town. It's wonderful to see so many of you here to join us on this proud day. I'd like to extend my welcome to the many new faces I see in the crowd. I hope you all are enjoying your stay here in Sandpoint, and especially if it is your first visit here, I sincerely hope that you're having a wonderful time. And to see all the old faces I see today, thank you for coming, and thank you for everything that each of you has done to keep this town strong in recent years. I see that even Lars Ravanki has torn himself away from work to join us today. It is truly a miracle from Desna herself." There's quite a bit of laughter, and many eyes are turned toward a serious-looking man dressed in all leather and wearing a sour expression on his face. Kendra waves to him and continues. "Without further ado, let me introduce your Sheriff Belor Hemlock." And she steps back, and a dour-looking man wearing a worn breastplate and a longsword belted at his waist stands and walks to the center of the platform, or the stairs. His head is shaved and his eyes are constantly moving about the crowd. He shakes the mayor's hand and begins to speak. Thank you, Mayor. Even in the heat of celebration, let us not forget the sad events that brought us to this day. And also, let us not forget the souls that were lost 5 years ago. I would like you all to join me in a moment of silence to remember the lives that were lost in the fire that claimed our previous chapel on that fateful night. The sheriff lowers his head and the crowd joins him, many of them quite awkwardly as the silence persists. After the moment is over, the sheriff raises his head and begins to speak again. In remembering, let us not allow these events to repeat themselves. I am of the understanding that a bonfire is planned for tonight. I urge you all to observe caution during this event. He clears his throat and smiles awkwardly. and, enjoy yourself. Let me introduce the next speaker. Give your attention to Sirdek Drokas, proprietor of the local theater. Steps back, and Sirdek Drokas steps forward.
Vanya rolls her eyes as she sees him step up.
Why?
She thinks that he's she doesn't like him. He's over dramatic, or at least how I've seen him described.
It's a theater owner, yeah.
Yeah, I think he his personality grates against. She's like, oh fuck this
guy. Sheriff Hemlock walks back, nods to the crowd, and walks back to his to the back of the stairs, passing the next speaker, who's already on his way up to the center. This man is quite a contrast to the sheriff. He is brightly dressed, sports a well-groomed goatee, and seeks to be thoroughly enjoying the day. As he reaches the center, he loosens his collar a bit and winks into the crowd and starts to talk. Well, thank you, Sheriff, for that uplifting oratory. God, you're right. That is quite a choice of words. Now, I know this town has been through some hard times, but look at what we've accomplished. He motioned toward the church. And I'm telling you, they spared no expense with this place. Father Xanthus chamber pot, solid gold. I kid you not. Our generous nobles put a pretty copper into the construction of this joint. I think the church has even chipped in a silver or two. I even heard a rumor that all the gods got together and scrounged up 4 gold pieces to help get this thing built. But don't take it from me. The padre over there is one with the direct line. He's the one you want to hear from. But before I let him get things going, I'd like to take this opportunity to extend my personal invitation to each and every one of you to the new production of The Harpy's Curse, starring the world-famous Magnamarian diva Alessandra as Avicera, the Harpy Queen. It's all premiering tomorrow evening at the Sandpoint Theater, and it's going to be fabulous. And now join me in a bit of applause for His Holiness himself, Father Xanthus.
I think Ryman breaks into applause for sure.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, you're an orphan, so that's probably getting to go to the theater is probably quite an event for you. All things considered, of all the places to grow up an orphan, especially in Chiliax, this is probably the best one.
Yeah, most likely.
Let's see. The crowd cheers as Sirdek motions Xanthus to the center. The young priest looks noticeably abashed at the reception set up for him. He wears the traditional ceremonial robes of the priest of Desna and a shiny silver holy symbol about his neck. He smiles and tries to calm the crowd down, eventually speaking when the applause has subsided. Thank you, Sirdek, and thank you all for coming to join us on this most holy day. Today is a day of new beginnings. Without boring you with long speeches, I declare the Swallowtail Festival officially underway. Finally, as the sun begins to set, Father Xanthus uses a thunderstone to attract everyone's attention and clears his throat as he prepares to recite the prayer of first dreaming. A sharp retort like the crack of distant thunder slices through the excited crowd as the sun's setting rays paint the western sky. A stray dog that has crawled under a nearby wagon to sleep starts awake, and the buzz of 24 conversations quickly hushes as all heads turn toward the central stage, or stairs, where beaming Father Xanthus has taken. He clears his throat, takes a breath to speak, and suddenly a woman's scream slices through the air. A few moments later, another scream rises, and then another. Beyond them, a sudden surge of strange new voices rises, high-pitched, tittering shrieks that sound not quite human. A crowd parts, and something low to the ground races by, giggling with disturbing glee as the stray dog gives a pained yelp and then collapses with a gurgle, its throat cut open from ear to ear. Blood pools around its head. The raucous sound of a strange song begins, chanted from shrill, scratchy voices.
I think Royman just starts like panically looking around, probably like everybody else in the crowd is doing.
Yeah, Blythe will for sure draw her weapon and just look around hurriedly.
Man, I'm not sure.
Can you guys hear this?
I
yeah.
do hear this.
Okay.
Where did you find this?
Somebody made it.
Wow. What? I can't make out what they're saying, unfortunately.
I like it. It's not quite as good as Necrogoblicon, though.
Yeah.
Oh, you're taking me away?
By mistake.
That's okay.
But you can move yourself back. You are encouraged to. In fact.
He's forcing you to, because he can't. Got too many tokens to deal with.
It's a
So,
lot.
given the venue, I don't think I would be wearing my armor.
I would be surprised if you were.
Possibly not. Yeah, probably you wouldn't be. So I'll tell you what they're saying. Goblins chew and goblins bite. Goblins cut and goblins fight. Stab the dog and cut the horse. Goblins eat and take by force. Goblins race and goblins jump. Goblins slash and goblins bump. Burn the skin, mash the head. Goblins hear and you be dead. Chase the baby, catch the pup. Bonk the head to shut it up. Bones be cracked, flesh be stewed. We be goblins, you be food. And indeed, as you guys are looking around, give me perception checks.
Oh, there's no skills macro. Ah.
Oh shit, yeah, I forgot. Let me open up the old character sheet.
Oh.
Because I don't have my macros
Macro
figured out yet.
Yo! Straight up mackin'. By mackin' and goblins be hacking.
Yeah.
Mine should be 11. According to the note, that it apparently doesn't actually add into the roll.
But your modifier is +7, so it might actually be adding in it.
Oh, maybe.
You just rolled a 2.
I think my perception's
Yeah.
dog shit. Let me double check this.
So Vanya, I think, is the only one case that sees that the shape that raced by and killed the dog now hides at this little like building edge.
Where was that again, if you don't mind?
That's right down here, but I will
I'm gonna have to move zoom out.
show you momentarily.
Okay. Monumentally.
It was right down here. Wait, shift, long click. There you go.
Ah, that's what the problem was. I didn't
Yes,
have a racial
indeed.
modifier added in.
Yes.
The gobs is
Okay.
bobs.
So a few goblins come skittering out from what looks like almost hiding places or little like sneaky spots. One of them even like flies past you and runs toward through people as they're fleeing from this festival. And he seems to get distracted as he's like trying to like hack and slash at the knees and the calves of the people running by. And he goes and then just rushes immediately over to the salmon that is like that is left from the lunch and just starts like shoving it in his pockets and in his mouth. Roll initiative, my fellows.
Aha!
This goblin is like stuffing his fists and his mouth and pockets full of salmon. One of them runs over and just starts like breaking down these fucking stalls that have been set up. One of them rushes over, and he seems like he's rushing toward the speakers where they had been in the cathedral, and some of them had started to run back. Sirdak Drakus seemed like he immediately just like sprinted away, and the rest of them seem a bit confused. Sheriff Belor Hemlock like reaches down toward his hip, but discovers that his longsword he hadn't brought it today. Like he'd been there for the festivities. I know.
Okay.
I know. I didn't write that. That was there.
Maybe.
And Absol Arzantis steps up, and he's the runner of the church. He I don't know if he owns the church, but he's the proprietor, and he kind of stands in the doorway and holds his arms out wide as the mayor kind of gets behind Sheriff Hemlock. I think that this guy here, he's like licking the dog blood off the blade and just kind of skulking.
They do hate dogs.
Yes.
They really do. Noticing what's happening, Cardi goes, "Fucking goblins! Ah, I didn't want to deal with goblins today." And I'll step over here, and I'm gonna.
Through, I assume, an ocean of people that are screaming and running away.
Yes.
I am stout of foot, and nothing slows me down.
Yeah, but we might notice each other because we're the only ones like not fleeing the scene.
That's true. I'm gonna ray of
Thus
frost.
far, I suppose you can flee the scene.
I have really tiny legs. I'm not very good at fleeing. Let me see if this works. Spells, ray of frost. No, that didn't work. Does that work? Nope. I'm trying to get this to cast, but it doesn't want to.
You just click on the text.
Maybe because it's popped out.
Like that.
Yeah, well, I was doing that and it wasn't working, so I think it might be because it was popped out.
Oh, maybe.
No, it's still not working.
Well, just what spell are you casting? You don't need it in chat.
Ray of Frost.
Okay.
Ray of Frost. What's the save?
Just a ranged touch attack, real quick.
Yes. Sorry, you're gonna have to give me a little bit because I'm learning.
That's all right. We're all kind of in that way.
There's not even like a good spot for ranged touch attacks either.
If you go to main, oh wait, I guess there isn't. Yeah, you might want to add ranged touch as a rollable attack. But there is, oh no, there's ranged in melee. Right there.
Where's melee?
Right next to it. Just above weapon attacks and just below fort saves.
There we go. There's my wow.
Well, the save doesn't matter because that's a miss, fam.
Yeah. That's what happens when you roll a 2.
Yep. So you stand back and you prep a ray of ice, and you shoot it at the goblin, but like just as your ray of ice is about to hit him, he just like squats down and like scuttles underneath this little like stall. And it's just like you just hear like the sounds of like rummaging and like shit just like getting like torn apart and like mangled. Yeah, Blythe, as you're standing there, give me perception.
Sorry, I'm figuring out where everything is though.
That's all right. We all are. I'm not super worried. As you're sitting there, you hear the unmistakable sounds of a child whimpering in the fountain in the center of town here. And you recognize it as Aaron Barrett, who seems to have been knocked and or jumped into the fountain to hide in the middle of the fleeing crowd.
Okay, well, since she knows that, she'll be like, "Oh no, Aaron!" and we'll run toward the goblin that's near him.
Okay.
And then I'll do a single attack.
Okay. Yeah, you hit him. Give me. Oh, that's 8 slashing damage. Okay, yeah. This goblin, he like quirks his head up just as he heard Aaron whimpering, and he goes, yeah, and he like readies his dog slicer as if he's gonna like charge him. And as he does, he turns to look at you just in time to catch your two-bladed sword.
Yes.
So is that like a blade on either end?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Like a Thanos weapon?
Kind of, but I imagine less.
More functional than that.
More fun.
You
Okay.
can think of it more like it probably looks more like a pole arm, to be honest. It's probably two great swords end to end.
I
Okay,
imagine
well,
that the what's it
cross
called?
thing
The
is
thing that
pretty
goes
big,
across,
yeah. The handle.
it would be smaller.
No, you want it to be larger. Actually, there's a guy who does like weapon reviews and stuff.
I
He's
saw
very
that.
obsessed. He has
Yeah.
one with the double blade that I actually saw right when you created your character.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
The
And
Thanos weapon.
no, he did the Thanos one, but then he did he did two great swords end to end, and he actually decided that the easiest and best way to hold it, like it actually is a pretty good weapon, but you have to hold it like a pole arm.
Well,
Mhm.
yeah, I saw that one too, but I was thinking not the handle part, like that would.
Oh, the cross guard, yeah, you would want that
The
to be,
crossguard.
yeah,
Yeah, I'm imagining that's like smaller or not there.
yeah.
Mhm. Yeah.
Regardless, I'm currently using it like a great sword though, so.
One
All right.
slice.
Well, anyway,
Yeah.
you slash him, and your blade slices straight through his face, and he immediately goes down, and gives you like the most dramatic, long-winded death ever. Like.
Blythe will kind of knock him aside, just kind of ignore him, and be like, Aaron, come here.
Okay, let's add him in. Then right after your turn, you see his little blonde head like pop up over the lip, and he looks at you, and he seems to be like quivering.
Yeah, just stay near me, it'll be okay.
Okay, and he jumps over the edge and just like runs and like hops right behind you, like holding on to your leg like a frightened child, which he in fact is.
Really?
Vanya.
No way.
So Vanya, realizing that it was fortuitous that she brought her alchemy kit with her. She
Mhm.
says, "Oh, sorry, amigo." And she reaches in to her pouch and gets a bottle and pours a few things into it. And it flashes with orange light, and she reels back and throws it at the nearby goblin.
Okay.
Unfortunately, not
Christ.
doing a whole lot of damage.
Okay. Well, that's a touch attack, right? Yeah, you
Yeah.
fucking you nail him in the face. And
Probably
yeah.
blow the fuck out of her skull.
As you throw it, you just see his head pop up over the counter, and he's just like chewing like a whole raw salmon, with the tail like flapping out of his lips, and his eyes go wide as he just takes this like straight to the face, and seems and then just kind of like holds up a finger and kind of like runs around on fire like a cat with its tail on fire, just like running in little circles. Leaving little like fiery footprints. But he does not appear to be dead. Royman.
I'm gonna move back over here.
Okay.
Behind my sturdy friend Cardi.
I think Roymond probably does have his staff with him, but probably not his armor.
I would imagine a walking staff would be standard fare for Roymond.
Yeah.
Lame.
Because in spite of the fact that he's fleet of foot, he is also lame in one leg.
Yeah. So, is that goblin still alive that got hit by the fire bomb
Right.
thing?
it
Yeah.
is.
Okay. Royman kind of surveys the area. I think he thinks he could probably take that one out. Can he move over there? That's the question. He sure can't. That's too far.
You could get in between.
Unless he charged,
us
but there's a
delicate
table
ladies.
there. Yeah,
Cardi's a man, by the way. He just has long hair.
Oh,
Long pink hair.
He's cosplaying as a woman.
I don't think I can charge the goblin because there's a table in the way, and I can't actually move to him.
Okay.
Let's see. I
Move and
will
intimidate.
move to here actually. And I will cast ye spells.
Okay.
Maybe. Yeah, I'll do Shield of Faith on myself.
Okay. All right. This goblin looks over and spots you, and points his dog slicer at you, and he goes, "Man thing casting spells, Longshanks, little Longshanks," and let's run, little lad.
Everyone here's too short to move anywhere.
Everyone's freaking short. Yeah. What is his movement? Probably 20.
I think
30
goblins are
feet.
20.
It is 30.
Whoa, what?
Yeah.
Speedy thing.
They're fast little fuckers.
Apparently. Oh no, he can get to you for sure. Yeah. So he's gonna run straight. Actually, he's gonna charge you. I think.
Isn't there? I mean, okay, sure.
Are you intending to hide behind the table?
No, but I.
You get an attack of opportunity.
Do I?
Don't you? Oh,
With
no.
charging? I don't know.
Not with charging.
I don't think you can do
No,
anything about
something
it.
else.
Yeah.
Bull rush.
Anyway,
That's what
let's see how he does. And he whips his dog slicer at you.
Let me figure out my AC.
17 plus charge. I think it's +2.
Oh, yeah, my AC is not going to be very high without armor.
Looks like
What do you get?
17
Oh
plus,
yeah, he'll hit.
+2, but yeah, I think he's gonna hit anyway. So he slices you across the belly with his dog slicer. Carity and Vanya, you see this strange halfling that you you don't really know very well, but you've kind of seen him around. And he went up and cast Shield of Faith. You cast Shield of Faith?
Yep.
You still don't have enough? Okay.
Well, I'm not wearing my armor.
Right, yeah. And he gets sliced with a vicious cut along the belly with this like rusty old, like it looks like it was like a dagger that somebody had like thrown away.
Gross.
That probably had been scavenged from the edge of the town.
Oh, no, little one. What are you
the
doing?
How much
The
damage
one
do I
that-
take?
5.
Thought there'd be a goblin. You don't want to be fighting a goblin.
Vanya, the goblin you blasted.
I could use some help here.
Yeah. The goblin you blasted jumps up on the table and just like tries to jump on top of this like roof, maybe to like try to get up to some height and like ambush you from above.
Okay.
Let's see.
Please tell me he rolls a nat 1 on his acrobatics and does something hilariously awesome. Oh,
it gotta go to no. If I roll his. I don't know if there's a way to actually like roll it straight from here. Sorry guys, we are all learning.
Yes.
Unacceptable.
If they don't have points in it, it doesn't show up on their sheet right away. And spoiler alert, he does not have points in acrobatic.
It would be d20 plus dex then.
Yeah, roll that.
Minus any armor check penalties.
Yeah, although I don't know if he's wearing armor.
think acrobatics also has
damn.
size mod.
Okay. He rolls a 19.
Damn. Okay.
So
Well, he's-
Fuck
yeah,
these
he
goblins.
He jumps up on top of this like canopy, and like runs over, and starts trying to like he starts like trying to like slash at you through the canopy, Vanya.
Okay.
And as you're watching and he's attacking you, you suspect that he doesn't realize he's slashing through 13.
That will miss.
Okay. He misses you, and then pretty quickly you hear "Rip!" as the canopy that he just slashed through falls out from under his feet, and he like plops down on top of all the globes of glowing liquid. And,
Oh my
and, like,
God! Can
smashes.
he be covered in glowing liquid?
Yes, he smashes them.
He looks like the bad guys from Batman Forever.
Yeah,
where,
exactly.
Oh no.
those painted gangsters.
Yeah,
That's
he
great.
smashes on him, and he falls prone on the table, covered in glowing liquid. Yeah, I think that's good enough. This
Do you get
goblin here.
Tax of opportunity when you're prone. Anyone know?
You do not.
I don't
Okay,
think.
cool.
Well, no, you still would. Yeah, you'd still threaten if you have a weapon.
Gotcha.
Could. This goblin here peers out from beside, seems to finish licking the dog blood off of his sword, and he spots little Aaron Barrett hiding behind you, Vanya, and he starts like running over, and he actually has a bow out. He shoots it at you.
Okay.
15.
Does not hit.
Okay. Then yeah, that's it. Carity.
Cardi looks over at the goblin that kind of fell into the pile of glowing liquid, and then I look up at Vanya and said, "That's one way to get rid of it." And then I step over here and cast grease on the one that's attacking Raymond.
Okay. That's gonna be reflex, I think.
Like, how are you casting grease? Are you disarming him? Are you tripping him?
Yeah, I'm attempting to disarm him.
Okay.
Like on his weapon, I guess would be.
Okay.
This one should work.
I believe it's a reflex save to resist, right?
Does it not say in there? Oh, it doesn't say in there. Yes, I believe it is
Yeah, it would be reflex.
reflex.
Right. Oh man, does this character sheet not have their saves as like clickable buttons?
It should.
It's a dex roll, but I don't see it. Oh, there it is. Reflex. 14. Okay, so he just barely misses, and he like pulls back his dog slicer, and he lets out this like yipping like victory as he just like finishes slashing Royman, and then he goes, "Kill the Longshanks! Kill the and he starts like bobbling his dagger up and down, and then it falls to the ground at his feet, and he seems to have a literal butterfinger. Vanya, Blythe.
Olive oil fingers.
Yeah.
And on that first, oh sorry, I wasn't hitting the button. I will move to take Aaron to the guy at the door, and then continue running down to this goblin where I'll attack.
Okay. Aaron will follow you, and Father Xantus will like grab Aaron really quickly and say, "Get behind me, son," and pull him back in.
Stay there. I'll be back for you.
He goes, "No, wait." I think is not. It's just barely. So this goblin, he's like trying to pull back another arrow as you come running at him with the sword, and he drops the arrow and like bends over just in time to like avoid your blade slicing through the air at him. That would have beheaded him as well. Vanya.
Vanya steps away from this now like illuminated like Technicolor goblin that's flailing on the on our smashed stall, and I'm like, this is not how I intended to get rid of all this merchandise, but and she pours ingredients together and then throws another one of these glowing
Firebombs.
bombs at
Yeah.
fuck, that's terrible.
Man.
It's only a 5, but he's prone.
That doesn't matter. You can't even hit a square that you want with a 5.
Yeah,
Okay,
five's
so
real
we
rough.
have to play with the fucking scatter rules.
Just roll a d8.
Maybe. I'm not like opposed to just saying you miss, but I'm just gonna roll a d8. We're gonna start in the upper left corner, and just go around. So you hit right here.
Okay. So he would have to make a DC 14 reflex save to half the damage. The splash damage is 5.
Okay. He reflex of 4. Plus he's prone, which I think also fucks up his reflex.
Yeah.
So this bomb, as you throw it and miss, this goblin kind of is sliding around on all the broken glowy liquid, and you straight up miss, and he goes yeah, and then it explodes behind him, and firebomb blows him off the off the edge.
That's okay. Cool people don't look at explosions.
And he goes flying and hits Cardi in the back of the head, and then falls dead.
I'm imagining the explosion sprayed glowing liquid all over me and Cardi.
Yeah.
From
I'm just imagining a goblin hits me like it would hit a wall and then bounces.
Yeah.
Cardi doesn't move at all.
There's a small rainbow colored mushroom cloud from your guys' previous stall.
I'm so sorry, Cardi. The results were not optimal, but
At least we can say we got rid of the merchandise.
I look at the burning stall.
It is your turn, Roymond.
Okay. Well, I was trying to think of something for Roymond to say, but it's too much pressure, and I have to decide what to do. I think that I'm going to be unconscious if I take another whack, which is likely since I have low AC at the moment.
No longer has a sword. So.
He doesn't have a sword anymore.
That is a good point.
Real good icon for
that. In that case...
How about the empty fist one? This one.
I guess that is good, actually.
I'll give him an old whack with the quarterstaff, I suppose.
Okay. When the explosion behind you splashes some of this glowing liquid on your quarterstaff, and you kind of slip a little bit as you go to take a swing, and you smack the table as he ducks down under it and looks up at you going and then he will immediately step right here and try to jump on you and start biting you.
Rude.
I'm just gonna roll that. Say okay. Roll is 8.
No.
Which I'm gonna assume misses you.
Yeah.
As he jumps at you, and he misses your leg, but it does grab the leg of this table, but doesn't seem to realize it, and starts gnawing pretty eagerly at it.
Is that something that would provoke?
No.
Jumping at me?
No.
Alright.
He just attacked you, that was it.
Okay.
This goblin here steps back from Blythe and readies another arrow and tries to take a shot and hit her. 15?
Nope.
Okay. An arrow, a weird goblin twig arrow goes flying past you. Doesn't look like it missed you by all that much, to be honest. And he curses and spits in Goblin. Cardi.
I step up behind or next to Roymond and say, "That'll be goblins fire chewing on the table," and I'm gonna do another ray of frost.
Yeah, if y'all could watch those bombs, that would be pretty good. I'd like to not be on fire.
No promises.
Well, I miss.
Is that a touch?
Yes,
it is.
Touch.
Okay. It still misses. You freeze the other leg of the table.
Damn it. A little bit out of practice. I haven't been
Well,
to school in
and
a while.
another thing to consider is that rays, since it is defined as a ray effect, it counts as a weapon. You do take a penalty for firing into melee. Just keep that in mind.
Ah,
Interesting.
that makes sense. Blythe.
All right, Blythe will step up and take another.
Oof.
Yeesh.
Once again, the goblin drops an arrow just as you go swinging at him, and yeah, and he ducks fortuitously just in time to miss to get missed by your sword. You suspect this goblin maybe had some halfling in his parentage, very distantly. Vanya.
I'm going to try to aim this bomb behind the goblin to clip him with the splash damage.
Okay.
So let me see. I'm wanting to. My range is 20, so I need to. Let me see. I can
Ugh.
move right there.
Ryan, the way you have your character name spelled, it's like impossible to whisper you with the dashes in your name.
What?
Oh.
Oh. That Ryan.
I'm going to continue
Just
destroying.
dash and then tab.
Yeah, that doesn't work.
I guess where
It does.
I really need to go right there.
Oh god, there's so many dashes.
How about I do this?
Yeah, so it says I have to target a specific grid intersection.
Thumbs up. Let's try another
Oh,
one.
I see. So it's 1 and 4.
Say what?
So it's 1 and 4. You can only hit one of 4 spaces.
It's weird.
This is with your bomb?
Yeah, but it's a range touch attack with a target of 5. So I'm trying to basically aim, I guess, there. At this intersection,
Okay.
the southwest corner
Gotcha.
of his square.
Okay, so you can kind of control which other 3 squares will get splashed.
I think so. Yeah. It's kind of weird that. Anyway. So yeah. So he needs to make his DC 14. Because that
Reflex?
DC 14 reflex to half.
Otherwise,
he takes
14 exactly.
So yeah, he only takes half. So it'd be 2 of the 5 damage.
Okay.
Am I in the splash radius?
No.
because it was
Okay.
down here.
Yeah.
Roymond. You see this as this guy's gnawing on this table leg, he seems to realize that he is totally off base. Just as this little fire grenade blows up and lights his butt on fire, and he starts scampering around, smacking his butt to try to put the fire
I
out.
use the distraction to hit him, maybe. Nope.
You strike the other table leg again, and it cracks, and that end of the table just the frozen leg shatters as well, and it becomes a ramp suddenly.
Yeah, I think Cardi looks over at Roymond and just lets out a big laugh. Looks like we beat that table though, didn't we?
This goblin will step back again from Blythe and drop his bow and pull out his his dog slicer. Excuse me. The one attacking you, Roymond, seems to be more upset that he just got his ass lit on fire, and looks around and immediately decides that this purple-haired dwarf is responsible, and steps. Oh fuck.
Perhaps a reasonable conclusion.
Yeah. Well, the last fire it saw was right next to that cart. So he runs up and tries to punch Cardi.
Did he move past me?
5 foot.
5 foot.
Oh, okay. I thought he was
14.
farther down for some reason.
It's not.
That might hit me. 1 second. Let's see, where is AC on this? AC 12. He hits me.
Okay, he punches you for 2 damage.
Is that right? Yes. Okay. I think so.
And it is your turn, dwarf.
Well, first off, let me figure out why my health isn't a bar, so I can adjust my health. Because I don't know what my health is. Well, guys,
Okay.
I have really bad news for you.
Oh no.
Oh no.
I have more than 2 health, but
I don't know how you
Not
would.
by much.
Only slightly.
Negative
Only
20.
slightly.
God, dead.
You have 3 times more than
I have
2
I have
health.
6 health, so I'm
Wow.
doing great, guys.
Oh man. You are like stocky like a dwarf, but you have the hollow bones of a bird.
Yeah.
You're glass.
I am made
Yeah.
of glass.
You're Mr. Glass.
All right, it's your turn.
I'm not liking the goblin in front of me, and deciding that Roymond decided to stand his own against it before, will step back towards my friend Vanya and say, "Oh no, goblin! I'm not be liking the likes of you."
He starts hopping up and down from like foot to foot, and he's like moving his fists like an old timey boxer, like with the fisticuffs style. He's like kind of kicking his feet out like one of those Irish fist fighters.
As he's doing that, I step back and do the same little fisticuffs motion, and then I just kind of like punch a fist forward and say the somatic components of my spell to cast Ray of Frost, and a
Okay.
Ray of Frost shoots out of my fist
Okay.
right at him.
18, 3 cold damage. Yeah, you freeze. Like the whole bottom half of his face. And he looks like he was barking out some sort of gobbledygook challenge to you. Fuck, I can't even think of like come on here, dwarf! What up? And just gets like totally frozen open, and his eyes just kind of like are wide as dinner plates.
I don't like to talk to goblins.
And it is
not a lot of
Bly's turn.
action.
Okay. Blythe will step up and be like, "Hold still, you little bug." And swing.
He's just slowly.
Nice.
Oh, there you go. Okay.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Are you sure you're level 1?
Yes.
That's really good. That's a good roll. 17 with a +5.
Plus
he
5.
holds up his goblin slicer and kind of grins wickedly at you as he blocks the blow, but your sword just like smashes right through his little rusty blade and cleaves down the middle of his head. And he immediately pitches over dead. She has 18 strength. Like she's
Yeah.
gonna do damage.
Pretty hard to argue
Yeah.
with that.
And beefy Vanya.
Vanya looks, oh, I'm definitely getting fired tonight. And grabs the components to another bomb and throws it behind the goblin, targeting this square right here.
Oh yeah.
So another DC 14 reflex to
Yeah.
half.
One of those bottles of glowing liquid appears to have been flammable because this time there's a big like
Like Michael Bay explosion.
Yeah.
And this goblin just goes up into smithereens. He is pulverized to dust.
I think Roymond kind of startles back when that happens, and then
Yeah, probably.
I think he kind of like trips and ends up like sitting on the ramp table.
Cardi looks at Vanya as that big explosion goes off and says, "I think you might want to investigate the properties of that the glowing stuff that you made earlier. It looks like it might be extra flammable.
I think I
Possibly could be
added
used for
a
bigger
little
bombs."
Too much alcohol to that one. Vanya's kind of looking around at all the destruction that she did. And I think this is like the first time she's ever really, like, she's messed around with these things, but she's never like fought anybody or anything with them. And there's like two destroyed stalls that are on fire. And she's just kind of looking shocked, but also kind of giddy.
Well, yeah, there's a number of smoldering craters.
Cardi goes around to all the little fires that are kind of being caused from the explosions and starts Ray of Frosting them to like put the fires out.
Blythe turns around and is
sort of
just
like Frostman.
horrified at what the goblins have done. because she's been facing the other direction this whole time. She doesn't know that you rolled the damage.
Yeah, you probably just
She's
heard
just
a
like, she's just like, oh my gosh, they just ruined everything.
Yeah, you suddenly have like a massively like more respect for the amount of destruction that goblins can cause.
Yeah.
And I think Vanya is facing away from you, and when she hears this, and her eyes are kind of like wide, and she makes one of those like toothy like kind of like sucks in her breath, like
Yeah.
ooh, ooh.
I think the town might have been safer if you guys just didn't
do
defend
anything.
it.
I mean, have you seen superhero movies?
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, we definitely went Superman Zack Snyder on this shit.
Yeah.
So I think
I help Raymond up. I walk over and like, extend my hands to Raymond. Say, you're right, that crazy one. Going after the dwarves, going after the goblins like that's not really smart for a little guy like you.
Just really quick.
He,
By the way, aren't you all like the same height and size as most of the
I'm about a
goblins?
foot taller than him.
I'm
I am
also
short.
like I'm really light. I'm 35 pounds, so like
yeah, you
I was
just
thinking-
like
okay, so you're
lift
smaller than
him.
the goblins almost.
I'm about
He's
the same.
smaller than most children. Like
Probably the same.
Yeah.
as the
most
goblins.
3-year-olds.
Goblins
weigh
would be about the
amount.
same size as a gnome, I think. So a halfling would be just a little bigger than a goblin. But anyway, Royman will take your hand, and he'll stand up and kind of dust himself off, and he'll say, "Well, I didn't really know that we had that much firepower. I thought that somebody had to stand up and do something, so might as well be me."
Noble of you, but a little bit crazy, I think. Maybe you should be letting the big tanky elf woman and help out a little bit. I saw you over there.
Are you guys okay? Oh my goodness, I can't believe they did all this.
Should be asking if you're all right. Saw you handily deal with those goblins over there.
Oh yeah, I deal with goblins all the time. They're nuisances.
yes. I'm afraid some of this. Well, anyway.
Don't be shy, Vanya. Take credit for your work. You did good. This was all Vanya. She's a master of the bombs.
Oh wow! Wow! Isn't that
maybe,
your booth though?
I look over and it's all frozen over with ice and smoking. I'm like,
Half of it is on
Yes.
fire, the other half is
Yeah.
frozen into a solid block of ice.
yes. Well, we were trying to get rid of all the merchandise today. I suppose a help. This.
Okay.
A booth can always be remade. It's just a booth.
Yeah.
Always everyone's
Looking
alive.
around, are there any people around that need like help or anything?
As the last goblin dies and you look around, taking a moment to catch your breath, you hear the sounds of shouting and the sounds of swords clanging and distantly some goblin chanting and screaming. And as you give me perceptions. Okay. Blythe, in the distance, even further toward like the very south of the city, you can see little flickering lights appearing as half a dozen fires seem to be cropping up throughout the town. And the crowd that was here seems to have scattered completely, but you do hear the mingled sounds of battle and chaos all around you.
Oh no, I think we have more trouble down south. There's more going on. I think it's more goblins.
It would certainly look that way.
Damn.
Should we be off to help?
I'll be good, but I don't know. You guys stay safe. And she looks at Roymond like, I don't want you guys
He
getting
casts
hurt.
Cure Light Wounds on himself while she says that.
Vanya pulls out a vial of this strange black fluid and cups it in her left hand.
some licorice. Some
I'm
Coca-Cola.
I'm getting the thing that you guys don't know what it is ready. My mutagen.
Okay. Probably a good idea.
Um, um, I think I ask Blythe. Is the boy safe?
I'm gonna go check on them and make sure they're okay, and then I'm gonna head south.
Tell them to just lock up the cathedral and
Yeah.
not let anyone in unless it's the town guard or at least humanoid.
Yeah. Oh, and ma'am. Okay, actually, is there a lady actually just sitting at the table this whole time?
She's actually passed out drunk.
Oh.
She doesn't appear to have woken up.
I think that's
Um,
totally fine story
Cardi
detail.
Got some
Cardi
glow stick
walks over
juice
to the
on her.
lady and just like lifts her up and
Yeah,
starts
that's probably a
dragging
good
her into
idea.
the.
Absolar Xantus kind of like waves you over. He's, oh, thank you. That was a valiant effort. Please bring her over here. And he kind of like takes her in his arms, and he goes, the sheriff and I will protect the boy and the mayor and Sirdak in the back here. We can't risk their safety.
We'll do what we can.
Of course not. We'll
I
check
appreciate
it out.
it, newcomers.
Yeah, and tell Aaron I'll be back. I'll be back to check on him.
I certainly shall. Take care of yourselves, my children. And he looks at you all, and he says a quick prayer to Desna, and gives you all a nod, and carries this woman like back deeper into the cathedral. Before you all have a chance to actually leave the square, an explosion just to the south draws your eyes, and you hear a fresh sound of cackling and goblin screeching as the wagon filled with fuel for the sunset bonfire blooms into a great pyre of flame, and a handful of goblins armed with torches run into the square waving them. One of them, chanting in gobbledygook, turns and spots you before releasing a war cry. And once again, my fellows,
You are
and lady.
witnesses. That one was not my fault.
What the fuck?
Damn.
Rolling well.
That is the second Nat 20 initiative.
Tragic waste.
Very good and very
Seriously.
Hey man,
Hello.
going last is the same as going first in the next turn.
Where are these goblins coming in from?
I'm going to show you.
Okay,
I'm hitting the wrong key, I guess.
that'll happen.
Hey, I forget what the shortcut is, but I think I'm hitting the key that sends them to the GM layer, not from the GM layer to the token layer.
Ah,
Shift Control O, I believe.
Yeah, I was hitting K. So another set of goblins, this time wielding torches, runs into the square. Vanya, you are the quickest to spot them approaching.
okay.
And they are singing their song.
Vanya will pop the cork out of the small vial in her left hand and sort of and take a swig of it. And anybody who's watching her will see her sort of double over for a second before her limbs stretch out, and
Oh,
she
God.
visibly gains 3 or 4 inches of height. And her hands, her fingers, lengthen, and then
That's fucking
yeah,
creepy.
That's disgusting.
that's my movement action. Unfortunately, I can't do a whole lot else, so I think I'm going to what will I do as my standard? I'm not sure. I'm not sure what I'll do as my standard.
Okay.
I think I will if an isolated goblin gets within 20 feet of me, I'll throw a bomb at it.
Okay.
But not if
When you say isolated, what do you mean?
I mean one that if I threw a bomb at it, it wouldn't hit one of my guys.
Okay. Cardi.
What is the range on Ray of Frost?
My parents came from the Isle of Dogs.
Let's see, range. 25 plus 30 feet.
It's a big
Um,
square.
Say what?
It's a big square.
It really is. I'm gonna step to the side of Vanya and prepare to cast Ray of Frost on anything that enters a 30-foot range of me that is like in line of sight of
Okay.
the ray. And that'll be it.
It is the goblin's turn. This one will run over and start poking his torch at this passed out barbarian who seems to be super drunk, and trying to unsuccessfully to set him on fire. This one runs over and I think. So let's see. Can you make it there? He can make it to here. And he looks like he's running toward what's left of Amako's shop, waving his torch, just like he's actually dual wielding torches. Like this guy is like a berserker of torches, and he's just going like, yeah. That's a very good impression. This one will catch sight of you guys. And there's this goblin that's like doing this like war chant in the background. And he seems to see you and decide to head for you. He cannot make it all the way, but he can make it to here. And this one will move up toward the fountain. And she is actually going to take a shot at Roymond with her short bow.
Cool. My ray goes off as that guy runs.
Oops. Wrong one. Okay. Your Ray of Frost, a 12. That will miss.
Okay.
19 to hit Roymond.
Yeah, unless I've got cover or anything.
I think that the fountain is like low enough.
Okay.
I mean, I'll give you cover. I'll give you soft cover. That's 20%. You want high or low?
Just standard is fine.
Okay. So it does hit you for 2 points of damage.
Okay.
Yep, that's it for them. Blythe.
Okay. I will move up to this nearest one and attack.
Uh, 13 is gonna miss because it's not. Oh fuck! It's only hit my back button.
Oh, fuck!
Damn it! All my pop outs disappeared.
Rip.
I just like swung my hand over and happened to fucking smack the back button.
Oh.
In the arms of the angels.
No.
Fly away.
Well, 13 is gonna miss anyway.
Yeah.
Roymond. Yeah, you take a swing at this goblin, and he blocks, and you find that that a regular old torch stick is actually stronger than the dog slicers that they're wearing, and it does catch your blade and stop you. Roymond, it is your turn, my dude.
Bonk.
Roymond is feeling unprepared for this battle. I guess his armor and shit is not here.
This is an ambush, so I don't think you're alone in that feeling.
I think I better step back a bit.
They've got shields.
But Blythe, is it?
Yeah. What?
Here, and he'll just reach out his arm, and you'll see some kind of light radiate, like sort of coruscate over his arm, and then emanate from his hand, and very briefly there will be a string that connects both of you, and then it'll kind of fizzle. But you feel like you are connected to Roymond somehow.
Oh.
And he is going to move over here and take cover behind the stairs.
What's the protocol in like when you're allowed to lifelink someone, or when it's inappropriate to do so? What's the decorum on that?
Yeah.
Um,
Do they have to be like aware or willing or anything like that?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I mean, Blythe would be willing.
I don't know
She doesn't know
anything
what's
about
going on.
Because it
but
doesn't
she'll be
say.
following
It says
over.
I can bind myself to another creature.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep.
Fair enough.
Sounds like
All right.
consent is not part of the bargain.
Yep. Vanya.
Is there a guy right here? Or, so we've got.
There are 4 goblins.
Okay, so I got. Oh, okay. Now I
Living.
see everybody. If I was to.
And just
wrong tool.
just as a point of order too, I am completely allowed to end the lifelink as an immediate. Sorry,
Lifelink, yeah.
I can end it as an immediate action anytime I want. So if somebody takes damage that will kill me, I can totally end it before it ripples to me.
If I step here, if I step up to here and then throw from here, am I dealing with light cover or anything like that?
If you're there, I don't think so. The only reason
Okay.
I gave him light cover was because a goblin is short and he is short, so she
Gotcha.
had to like kind of try to like stand on her tippy toes to shoot over it.
Vanya sort of now like stretched out and weird like veins sort of like pulsing along the length of her body runs up and looks at this chanting goblin, says, "Try this one," and throws a bomb directly at him.
She like an alien?
I'm thinking like she fucking like hides out, like she's gone, like she's transformed herself.
Yeah.
For the record,
she's
we're
like
all creeped out by you.
Yeah, she's.
Yeah.
I think Cardi's
she's
intrigued.
Mr. Hyde.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think
I've
even
not
Cardi
seen
has
this,
seen this
but like
before.
Cardi is an intellectual, so it's not like he's gonna be like prejudiced against this friend all of a
I
sudden.
think Royman is a little worried that you might be demon possessed.
Yeah.
Like
so
that's a thought that's happening.
Yeah, you nail this this war chanter right as she's like in the middle of her like screeching song, and you fucking nail the bomb like right between her teeth, and it blows up, and once again she is standing there just like covered in soot with like just 2 very white eyeballs just kind of blinking at you, and she like spits and curses. And you hear one of the other goblin pyros look over and go, "That isn't even her final form." Cardi.
What's the penalty for shooting into melee, Chris? Do you know?
-4?
Ugh,
I mean, your touch.
It's
that's
rough.
true. Yeah, I'm gonna step to here and shoot a ray of frost at the one that's attacking Blythe.
Okay.
Not being able to cast this while my thing has popped out is really annoying me.
You can drag
What
it
the
down.
Oh, I can. Yes. Oh no, I don't have the macro bar enabled on the. 1 second.
That's a whifferino.
Yeah.
Right
Definitely
Frost
a whifferino.
goes whipping between this this goblin pyro's legs, and you actually see that it hits the end of his torch and just like puts it out, but he doesn't seem to have realized. It is the pyro's turn. They seem to hear their war chanter as she like hops back from this crazy wizard, and she's going, "Magic, magic, magic! Kill the magic one! Kill the magic one!" And these other pyros that seemed distracted before seem to realize just what she's talking about. This guy will run up here and swing his torch at Vanya's backside.
Okay.
Uh,
You're looking at 18.
13. No, he smacks it against the fountain right next to you.
I was thinking like it hits me, but like my skin is like strangely like hardened and it doesn't catch. Like
Okay,
it just sort of
you
like...
have extra AC from your mutagen?
Yes, I get
Okay.
+2. Okay, so I get +2 from adding dexterity, and I get another +2 from natural armor. So I'm at 18 AC, up from 14.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
geez. Okay,
but
so
now
you have
you're
natural
dumb as
armor plus
fuck.
dex.
I'm only at -2 to my wisdom. My wisdom's 10 now.
Yeah.
Doesn't it int too? Or no, I guess it's one stat for one stat. That's right.
Yeah, it's 1 for 1.
Oh,
The
shit.
strength one is intelligence, I think.
Yeah.
All right. Blythe, this goblin next to you takes a 5 foot and swings for a 19, 15 to confirm. A crit.
Oh, damn. Yep, those will both. Well, the 19 will hit.
15?
15 won't
Okay.
confirm.
Okay, so it's just a regular hit then. But with his crit, he swings it so fast that it like skitters off a rock and like reignites his torch. And he hits you for 2 bludgeoning damage and 1 fire damage.
Okay.
Yeah, the crit was going to be a lot worse.
Keep
glad
track
it
of when
didn't hit.
you reach 5 damage.
Okay.
Good idea. This war chanter that ran back is going to. I think she's going to level a shot. Oh fuck! Also at Blythe. 50 feet. That is range of. Oh, actually, she's going to cast a spell on herself. Yep.
I think we're definitely missing a
Bolt
couple
Ace?
people.
Yeah.
A Bolt Ace and a fucking Barbarian.
Yep. Blythe. Yeah, you guys
Oh,
are all squish
sorry.
boys.
Yeah, I'll take another swing at the one next to me.
Okay.
For some reason I cannot see anything anymore. Like everything is black. Don't know if that's.
I think you're having a stroke.
Probably
Yeah.
your end.
It's on my end. As long as it's on my end.
Yeah.
At the very end.
Yeah. Oh, you swung. Yeah. Once again, you swing a big beefy swing, but not quite that accurate, unfortunately. You dig a divot in the ground as you try to stab him with your two-bladed sword, Roymond.
Roymond is going to cast Bless on himself and his allies.
Probably a good idea.
You all get +1 to attack rolls.
Cool.
Yeah.
Heck yeah, Vanya.
Okay. Am I able to step into this square?
To what square? This one?
This one right here.
I think you could if you just took a 5 foot. I think you could. I think you could kind of like shimmy in there. Yeah, I think that'd be fine.
So I am going to.
With your weird deformed thin body.
Yeah.
You just crawl. Like
Yeah,
up
you
and
hear
over
like
it like a spider.
every movement. It's like my joints are like popping in like these weird unsettling ways.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
I thanks, I hate it.
And I whip another bomb.
The fucking king of annoying mouth noises is upset that other people are doing it for a change.
I whip a bomb at that bad boy.
Damn.
Right there.
Oh yeah, you hit him. 7 fire damage. I don't think he's
Bless.
got
Bless.
anything.
Does Bless give us damage or just a hit?
It is a morale bonus to attack, so it's hit.
Yeah. Yeah, this one, yeah, you fucking, you also nailed this one right in the mouth, and it explodes, and his head just turns into a burning pillar of flame. And
It's a little
collapses dead.
matchstick, like
Yeah.
fucking Wile E.
Yeah.
Coyote shit.
Yeah, he's literally a little matchstick. Cardi.
Sorry, give me a second. My connection to the character sheet disappeared, so I lost the ability to roll things. I still don't have the ability to do that.
Damn it,
Unable to
Roll20.
find character to edit.
Yeah, that's what mine didn't do that today. That's what
I
mine
can
has
see
done.
your sheet. That's weird.
Okay. If you want to roll the Ray of Frost from it, that would be great, because that's
Okay.
what I'm gonna do against the one that Blythe is attacking, unless it's
Okay.
moved, because I can't see anything. Like,
Yeah.
nothing is working. For me.
It's an 11.
Okay.
So it's gonna miss
12,
anyway.
but yeah, that misses.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Okay, it'd be 12 with bless. It is the goblin's turn. This one is gonna go yeah, and run at you, Vanya, and take a swing with the torch.
Okay.
Rolls a 2 or rolls a 3, so the attack is a 2, and
Not
and it
good
misses,
enough.
and it swings and actually lands the torch in the fountain, and it goes squish and goes out with a hiss. The goblin next to you, Blythe, is going to step down here again. He's like dancing around, and he's just like laughing as he like tries to smash your legs with this torch. 3. Jesus Christ. Okay. Yeah, they're not doing great. This one comes back, and she's actually going to look at you, Vanya, and she's going to cast a spell. Roll me will.
Will save.
Is it a
Did
fear
my-
effect?
Not good.
It is not a fear effect.
Okay.
You are affected by hideous laughter. 1 round per level. I think that is 1 round. So next round, you will collapse into hideous laughter, and that will be all you can do.
I don't go prone or anything like that.
Uncontrollable laughter. It collapses into gales of manic laughter, falling prone. The subject can take no actions while laughing, but is considered helpless.
I'll be fucked. So
it is not considered helpless. After the spell ends, it can act normally, and this is only for 1 round.
yeah.
Goblins are not super great at laughter, as you may have, or laughter. They're very good at laughter. They're very bad at magic.
Yeah.
Blythe.
I need some help there, kids.
Blythe, you hear this strange alchemist that you just met, and she just starts like falling down, just like fucking pounding the ground, laughing her ass off.
Yeah,
Which
it
I
sounds
imagine-
like distinctly animalian.
Yeah.
It sounds more like a hyena than a human.
Oh my god, I think they've done something to Vanya.
Blythe is like, fuck this, I'm going out back to the woods. This place is fucking civilization blows. I'm going back to the woods.
Okay, I will just take another swing at this one next to me.
Okay.
It's gotta hit eventually, right?
One would think so.
I keep saying that about my Rays of Frost.
Is that a bless?
Let me check. It does.
Okay, so it is a 15. Not a 16.
Yes, it is 15.
Okay. Yep. You swing, and he catches it on his shield, on like a little like hide shield. Roymond.
God damn it!
Yeah, these guys are obnoxiously difficult to actually hit. I'm gonna turn this off.
Okay. Not a whole lot I can do here. I think I will actually dismiss lifelink on Blythe and put it on. Or actually, no, I'll leave it on Blythe because our alchemist is fucking all roid raging. So he'll be fine.
I really won't.
How not?
I've got 8 points of health and I'm prone.
Oh.
Yeah. I mean, you guys might all die here in chapter 1. So
I mean, none of us have much health, but
We planned on a barbarian.
yeah,
we planned on 2 other characters.
I
being
planned on
here.
having a different frontliner, for sure.
yeah.
I'll be okay.
I will do that actually. I'll dismiss lifelink from Blythe, and so Vanya, you will see this beam of light hit you.
I probably find it hysterical.
Yes. Everything's hysterical.
You probably do think it's pretty funny, yeah.
I mean, it is
So-
pretty funny. Fair.
Okay, so I don't know what lifelink does, so you have to tell me if I get hit. Or whatever it does.
I just need to know when you have 5 hit points worth of damage, because you'll be healed
Okay.
for 5 immediately.
Cool. I will inform you of that occurrence.
Oh, actually, can I belay that? I just realized that protection from evil totally gives you a save from hideous laughter. I changed my mind.
One?
I changed my mind.
Okay.
I'm casting protection from evil.
Uh,
I can't though. I can't get to you. Never mind. I'm not doing that.
yeah. I
Oh,
also don't think
yeah.
I'd allow that anyway. Once you've declared, I think
Yeah.
we'll just stick with it. Vanya, you roll around laughing hideously, and you really did put the hideousness in hideous laughter, I think.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I imagine
the
it's
first
like
time.
some monstrous spider flailing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, I think this goblin takes a step back because it's so fucking horrified by the sound of you laughing. Cardi.
If I'm not in line, is that one that was I originally attacked still there?
Sure.
Cool.
Yeah.
I'm
Let's
gonna,
say the one by Vanya.
Wait, the one by Vanya. The one that Blythe was attacking originally. Is that
Oh,
dead?
okay. Yeah, he's still there.
Okay,
Can you see it all, or can you just not see?
I can't
or...
see anything. I can see absolutely nothing. I have a black screen. I can't access my
gosh.
character sheet. Nothing is working. My
Oh,
connection to the
man.
Roll20 server is just not there.
All
So
right, this could problem.
I assume you've refreshed already.
I have refreshed. I've used different browsers. I've done it in incognito in both
Let me
Firefox
try.
and
I'm
Chrome.
gonna try refreshing mine and seeing if any. Because I don't know if I don't know if I have any control over it, or if this is a problem between your end and Roll20.
I think it's my and like when I try to edit Cardi's sheet, now I can see her sheet at least. So or his sheet. Damn it.
I just refreshed.
Okay, so if I do this, okay, cool. I can
Hey!
cast spells. I just can't see anything.
Weird.
Man,
Agreed.
let me
Well, I miss
Rise.
again.
Try
Damn.
disabling Fog of War, maybe?
I'm gonna try to move you guys to that page, back, and see if loading is a thing.
Any better?
Nope. Just blackness. Like nothing. When I say that nothing's showing up, it's not that my character doesn't have vision. Like the turn order is blank for me. The screen is black and not the right shape as the map we were just on. And
So
until
weird.
yeah, I don't know what the problem is, and there's not really information on it in the forums except for the person that had it before. It just fixed itself magically.
Huh. I mean,
Uh,
it sounds
try
like,
turning off VTT?
I have
mm,
tried no extensions. I have tried with extensions. I've tried
Well,
incognito. I've tried
rip.
like
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll finish this up and figure it out from there. We have Frost with 12 will miss.
so that's a 13 with the
That's a 13.
plus.
Okay, then it would hit. Are you gonna take minus from firing?
Oh,
into
I
combat?
do. I'm shooting into melee, so
Yeah, so that would be a minus
Never
2.
mind.
So that would still miss.
Unless, do you want to move closer to the bombing? Like, there's one goblin who is alone, who has been casting spells and stuff.
The chanting, the war
the
chanting.
chanting one that was by the fountain. All right.
Yeah,
Used
she's
to be,
behind
yeah.
like she's
Okay.
there is basically a like cart booth thing between.
You could step over though and then do it.
Yeah.
Describe where she was relative to where the fountain is.
So there's the fountain, and then there's a little booth south of that, and she's like a little bit south of that.
Okay. Well, I moved towards her, but not too close to Blythe because I don't want to get attacked by the one attacking Blythe.
Okay, so
And I will
we
I will
moved
use
you
that-
to like the stairwell of the cathedral.
Yeah, it's fine. So you hit her for 1 point of cold damage.
Cool.
And that doesn't cause anything else, right?
Nope. Just cold damage.
Just cold damage. Yep, she takes it. She kind of shakes her fingers like, "Ouch! That was mildly annoying." This goblin next to Vanya seems to like be a little bit like freaked out by her like weird, disgusting laughter, and just says like "fuck this," like, and I'm gonna run over here and start swinging up live, which she will do, or which he will do. which it will do. Goblins don't have genders. It's actually going to drop its torch along the way and pull out its dog slicer with a swing with a 14.
That will miss. Well, hello
Dang.
there.
Well, another friend. Then the one next to you will also swing at you. I think he's still got his torch. That's a 2.
Nope.
So he will also miss. And the War Chanter will look at Cardi and... Bow. Yeah. It's gonna move. It's gonna move up to the other side of this cart, just south of Vanya, and she will cast Daze. Give me a will save, Cardi.
Okay, let me figure out where will saves are on this sheet. There
Okay.
it is.
We'll move on in the meantime. Blythe.
9.
Okay.
Okay, you are
But
dazed.
+2 against poison spells and spell-like abilities.
It is a spell, so it's 11. Okay, so you resist being dazed.
I am a hardy dwarf.
Yeah,
A hardy cardy.
hardy cardi.
Oh boy.
Blythe.
Hardy Cardi playing a hurdy-gurdy.
Oh my god, I need to get a hurdy-gurdy now.
Clearly.
And you could throw a hungamunga.
Hungamunga, hurdy-gurdy.
I don't have a very high strength score. I don't think I can throw a hungamunga.
That's fair. I'm in the same camp with you on that.
2 goblins are cornering poor Blythe.
Blythe will look to the one that just approached and be like, "Wait your turn," and then she'll swing at this other one that she's been trying to hit.
Yeah.
There we go.
There we go.
Hey, okay.
There's the magic.
23 will definitely hit. You go, wait your turn, and you swing with an upswing, I think, from your double-bladed one, and he was guarding high because you've been like hacking down, and you just went straight under his shield on this one, and cut him up the groin, and then through the belly, and he immediately pitches over dead.
Okay, now I can deal with you.
Royman.
Okay. Roymond is going to move to here. Hold on, that's being weird.
Okay.
Trying to remember if I can do this as a standard or not. I can. I'm going to take total defense action here.
Okay. Vanya, you get up, or you awaken from your hideous laughter. You are prone.
Yep. I will take my move action to realize to shake off the effect of the spell and like do one of those like dope like leg twists to flip up onto my feet because I'm all dexterous and shit now.
Yeah.
And then I'll pull the shit out for one of my last couple of bombs and throw it right at Miss Singy face.
Okay. And I think you could throw it like through the stall.
That's kind of what I was thinking. If you're envisioning,
yeah.
I'm envisioning just the the canvas top.
Yeah, that's what I'm imagining. I don't think there's like a back to it.
That would still be cover though.
Yeah, I guess it would give you cover. So I'm gonna say that will give you cover.
Hang on, give me just a sec here. I want to make
that
sure
applied your prone penalty also.
Fuck, I don't know what the penalty for attacking prone is.
Ranged attacking while prone, you actually have an advantage.
Wait, are you prone, or did you?
No,
get up?
I stood up, and I still
Okay.
had the thing calculated.
Oh,
Yeah, that'd be a -4. So
Yeah,
that'd be
just
a
add 4.
16.
So I should have 16.
So it would be a 16, which is gonna miss regardless of cover.
It's
Touch.
range touch.
Oh, it's touch.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I guess I'm gonna say that it would have like soft cover from you. Do you still want to do that?
Yeah, fuck it, why not?
Okay.
So
Soft cover is 20%, right?
No, cover is increased to the AC. Concealment is like partial and total, or I thought.
Gotcha. Okay.
Well, there's other kinds of cover that aren't soft cover. Like soft cover is people's bodies.
Something in the way. That
Yeah,
makes it hard.
it's kind of up to you whether or not you want to consider it cover or concealment.
Concealment. I guess
I
we'll
think I
call
can
it-
see it just fine, but there is something.
Right,
it could
there's-
hit in the
there's
way.
shit in the way that it could hit.
So
I mean,
the
if you're
way it's
gonna do it
described in
anyway-
the rules is it says a low obstacle such as a wall no higher than half your height provides cover, but only to creatures within 30 feet of it.
provides cover.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if it is, you would probably call this partial cover. If a creature has cover but more than half of the creature is visible, it gets +2 to AC.
Okay. Well, if that's at all kinds of AC.
Yeah, it'd just be a flat bonus.
Okay.
He also gets a +1 to reflex saving throws with cover, apparently.
Okay. Well, that would make it your bomb would smash on something in the cart next to this war chanter.
Okay, so we gotta do scatter shit.
Yeah. I'm gonna roll it. 4. Yeah, it hits the war chanter for 1 point of fire damage, I suppose. Minimum
It would be
right?
this. Yeah, so that's 5.
Like, no,
It adds my int bonus.
the splash damage is not the same as.
It does the minimum damage the bomb could do, which is 5.
I think that's right.
Yeah.
We're gonna learn today.
Uh, 26 points of fire damage plus additional intelligence mod damage to Oxfam. Oh wow. Yeah, I guess you're right. So it's minimum rolls. Splash damage from an alchemist bomb is always equal to the bomb's minimum damage. The bomb would deal 2d6 plus 4 points of fire damage on a direct hit. Splash damage would be 6 fire damage. How much does it do? Is it 1d6?
1d6 and my +4 from my int mod.
Yeah, you're right. That is 5. Damn. All right. So you miss, but you still.
Did I? Oh, by the way, did I miss that by 1 point?
Yes.
Okay, I don't have the bless in there.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
Oh,
So it'd be max damage. Unless you
Well-
want, I simply went through all the effort.
it's up to you. I think we're already gonna move on though, because I've already gotten
Okay.
It
it.
was still a good
Um,
learning exercise.
Yeah, that was cool. I always thought that splash damage was like a only like plus. I thought it was like the number of.
I think
Hit
if it's
dice
a
that the
regular
bomb
splash
does.
weapon, but I get
Yeah.
to add my int mod because I have
Yeah.
the.
Whereas like normally
the
alchemist
feat
fire is just
related
like the
to it.
splash is the minimum, which is just
Like,
going to be like 1.
Uh,
because
one or two.
throw
you don't do
anything.
1D.
I have the throw anything.
Yeah.
You
So
used
yeah,
to know this, but that was like 2
It's-
years ago.
I don't.
Yep.
I don't think we ever did it right when I was playing.
We
Alchemist.
did, because you insisted that I give you minimum damage on your splash. I remember this.
Okay. So you throw and you miss, but you miss in such a way that this catastrophic fire napalm still splashes all over this war chanter, and she scampers about, burning up Cardi.
I Okay, I don't know if this will work. I'm gonna use a point from our arcane reservoir to cast magic missile as a level 2 spell.
Okay.
I don't know if this sheet can do it though, so I'm just gonna add level 2 magic missile to my sheet. Give me a sec. Level 2. Apply. I don't think that worked. But let's find out. I cast that. Did that? Yeah, that only rolled
Magic
one.
missile.
So it should be another. I'm casting at the caster goblin, and this is the other.
Magic missile.
That one. So 5
Alright,
damage.
so-
It just
Okay.
hits.
5 force damage. Okay. Yeah. So as she's like scampering about on fire, suddenly your magic missile comes and smacks her in the side of the head, and she seems to. You hear like a crack as her little goblin neck breaks. She falls down dead, and suddenly this one remaining pyro stops hearing the war chant of his war chanter and kind of looks around and then goes, "Flee, flee the Longshanks!" and immediately just kind of like sprints away. And we are out of combat, and I have to use the bathroom.
I don't like this sheet.
I don't think we're used to it.
I mean, it has some things that are nice, but there's a lot of stuff it just doesn't seem able to do that the other sheet has.
Yeah, the other sheet is a lot more robust. So just
Like, I like the way that this one does spells. This is like it just spells very well.
so we have this knowledge for the future. Cover is basically solid objects. And concealment is things that obscure your vision. So like fog, darkness, water,
Yeah.
I guess like drapes and shit.
Being blind.
So cover gives varying degrees of AC, and concealment gives mischance.
Which all make perfect sense.
Sense. All right. Yeah, I think if we want, I can switch it back over to the original character sheet.
Let's not do that now, because
try this.
we
Yeah.
will lose everything we
Oh,
saved
yeah,
on our
every-
characters.
Everything will be gone. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do that at the end of the session.
Yeah. We still got-
But I still can't see the map
around
from my
that,
character, so there is that problem.
Yeah, that's a whole other thing. I don't even know if
I don't know how to
we wanna
fix
I don't know how to
bother-
begin to address that.
Yeah, I don't know if we want to even.
Does he have? Is his token on the map? Like, does it all look
You
like
guys-
it's
you
set up
guys-
properly?
It's
You guys
there.
moved my token.
Yeah, it's there. That's I put.
Although I
just
do
drug
see
a
now that
new
turn
one.
order is cleared, so that's a good sign.
Can see.
No,
Can see
before
the
like
turn
turn
order's
order was
cleared.
empty. Like I could see that turn order was there and on. It was
Does
just
his token have? Does the token still have vision?
Can't even see his token. So
So I wonder
can
I
you
want-
see your token?
I cannot see my token.
if I
Yeah.
can do a screen share with you. Does Discord let me do that?
Not while we're
Uh,
in voice chat, unfortunately. You can do it in a private.
Okay.
Can you see the grid?
Can I do it with Facebook?
I don't know
so.
if Facebook has that feature.
Have
Maybe.
video
1
calls.
second.
There's video calls. Let's find out. Let's try some shit out.
Okay, one
Can-
second. I have to log into Facebook because I cleared all my cookies.
Fair enough.
I literally tried everything, guys.
Yeah.
I
Yeah, I
did
know.
IT work for a website for years. Like
Can you see the grid?
I can. It is. Let me a second. I would. Let me take a screenshot of this. I have to be sure only to get this monitor because otherwise it's gonna be way too big for you guys.
What sheet?
That is what I see.
Hmm.
So okay.
Okay, I don't think I can do it via the Facebook call, but apparently Facebook Live lets me do it. Let me check. Wonder if I can go live with only you.
Did you get anything? Are you able to access the character sheet? Did we decide that?
I do have access to my character sheet now.
Okay.
I don't know why I didn't before.
I mean, it sort of makes me think that it's like a token issue now. I don't know.
Yeah,
With
see
my-
if he's still, cause you changed your player name.
Oh, I did.
I wonder
that
if
should-
that,
That
that's really
that changed my
weird.
display name. Out of character name.
Doll, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Why don't you see if his like player like
Token
clear
is
his player
assigned.
name out of like the controls / owns
Yeah.
character thing and then re-add it.
That's what I'm wondering. But he has access to his character sheet, so
I mean, I would just clear everything from the character and then re-add it just to be sure.
Can you give him control of my character and see if he can see anything?
Oh,
In
that's not
before
bad.
Tanner loses control of everything.
yeah. Hold on. How the fuck do I controlled by Ryan W? Save changes. W can be edited controlled by Ryan W. Save changes.
I think
That
I
scared the
can.
crap out of me, Chris.
I think I can do screen sharing here. Hold on.
Alright, did anything happen, Walker?
No, still black screen, and I don't want to
Yeah.
reload because every time I reload, it takes like 15 minutes before I can access my character sheet.
This has got to be Roll20. Something on Roll20.
I think it's a server connection to Roll20. So it should fix
Yeah.
eventually.
Are you gonna answer it?
I didn't. Oh. What? Why did it allow?
Why is your shit broke?
Why is your shit all broke, man?
Okay, one second. Call me again.
Who
Oh
broke
my
your
gosh.
shit, dog? Is that the best sack, kitty? Is that the good one? Yeah.
Oh, great. Yeah, just what I wanted to see. I have to add the extension to do screen sharing, apparently.
Lovely.
That's fine. I don't care. I'll just uninstall it later.
I got some new dice.
There we go.
So now Walker is piggybacking on my Roll20, so we're good.
Yeah.
All right. So after the final bouts of fighting conclude, Father Xanthus steps out from the head of the cathedral, and it seems like some of the disturbance and commotion around town has begun to die down. And he walks out and he looks at you all and he says, "I think things have begun to pass. They say that I've heard the militia shouting to each other. I believe they're routing what's left of the Goblin forces."
If we're going to get more involved,
Chris,
it needs to be
stop.
soon. I
What the
can't stay
actual
like this forever.
what the actual fuck is going on with what is that?
Blythe will spin and
that's
point at
Vanya.
Vanya and be like, Vanya, are you still in there?
I have my wits, girl, but I can't be like this forever.
Okay.
Fine.
That's good. Yeah?
Seems like that might be a good thing.
Father Xanthus makes the fucking nope face, and as he like raises his hands and does a quick prayer to Desna to channel energy, you get this sense, Vanya, that he selectively channeled exactly around you, and he heals everyone else for 2d6 points of damage. Okay, oh that's 1d6, that's 2, and another one. Okay,
I have
great.
the bulk
So
of 10 minutes.
everybody
left
heals for
before this.
4 points of damage.
Except for Roymond, who, if he was missing health, would heal for 8.
What?
Nice.
Boom. Fey
I don't
Foundling.
understand.
I
If
get
he
2
was
extra
missing-
healing per each die rolled on any healing spell cast on me.
What is it?
Fey Foundling?
Fey Foundling.
Yep, it's my feat.
That's cool as fuck.
Whenever I
Mhm.
receive
Very
magical
good.
healing, I receive an additional 2 points per hit per die rolled. Sorry, I kept saying hit die.
Yeah.
Very nice.
But I'm vulnerable to cold iron. It's like whatever. It's totally worth.
That's pretty good though. I don't think you were found in the wilds as a child. Damn, son.
I mean,
Mhm.
that's part of his backstory.
Yeah. Okay.
I go up to the father and say, I believe Anya's all right. It's just that she's, a little bit of the experimental sort.
Yeah.
It's an
Uh,
alchemical concoction. It will pass.
He says, "Dear Lord, Goddess Desna, please protect your servant." And he does like the equivalent of he does like a 5-pointed cross maneuver over his chest, and he says, "If you say so," and looks down at you, Cardi, and gives you a nod, and he says, "Well, I hope you are all feeling better. I appreciate you protecting us while we've tended to the boy and the mare." And the poor unfortunate woman who had a bit too much of that winter drop mead.
Yes, I think that the barbarian over there also might have had a bit too much mead, but he seems to be of sturdier sorts.
Yeah, I don't know if anybody saw Zuzu's message,
Yeah.
What?
but that she's not going to be able to participate
In the game at
full
all?
Stop.
Or-
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how I interpreted it. So maybe they there's just a barbarian on fire. Not to make light of that
Well-
because we like Zuzu, but it is kind of funny if there's just a person on fire over there, still
Yeah.
passed out,
He is still passed out.
so goddamn strong that they don't even.
Or click on
Somebody
my
give
sheet.
the 4 hit points that he had regained, which ought to top him off, I believe.
Oh,
I think 2 of us
saw my
added at the same
grade.
time.
Yeah. Father Xantus looks at you all and says, "Well, I'd best be going to check on the rest of the folk. I'm sure that someone else out there is in need of my healing. Please, by all means, do proceed with caution. And thank you so much for what you've done. I don't know what we would have done here without you." And pretty quickly, the rest of that crew kind of moves. Oops, grab Cardi. Moves out, and as he's passing you, Aaron Barrett kind of jumps into Blythe's arms and kind of gives her a quick hug.
When I see Aaron come out, I will deliberately step behind the fabric of this cart
Yeah, it's probably a good idea.
because I have issues with the
Terrify the
boy,
lad.
but I do not want him to see me like this.
Yeah, you're pretty disgusting.
Blythe will hug Aaron and be like, I told you I'd come back. You learn to use that catapult right to protect yourself, okay?
He says, "All right, I'm sure I will." And he kind of cranks the arm back on it and loads a stone and gives you a very serious and sober nod. Like he's like, "Don't
I'm
worry,
ready."
I'll protect the others."
And Blythe will nod and like salute him.
They go marching south, and just as that happens, you all hear the loud booming barks of a dog, and a scream from up north.
Oh no, Sven!
How much
I get the
time
feeling
has
this
it-
is going to be a long day.
How much time has it been?
It's only been a few minutes probably since you
Okay.
fighting
So I've
there.
got about 7 minutes of this state left in me.
Yeah,
Although I only have one bomb left, and I'm
I think that's probably accurate.
basically at the end of my usefulness.
You can throw
Very
other
new to
objects
it.
at things, and it.
Yeah, my strength's not very good though.
That's true. Cardi says, well, that doesn't sound like a good thing. I have kind of fondness for the little animal ones. Perhaps we should be heading off.
Blythe is already headed off in the event it's
Oh.
her animal pet.
Yeah. Vanya
I-
lopes along,
You hear
trying to drag
distant
Cardi along.
distant screams for help. Distant,
Car-
extremely feminine, womanly screaming.
Cardi follows Vanya.
Are we gonna be going by? Well, I guess I don't know where I even live now.
I guess that's a good question. Where do you live?
I was thinking I probably don't live too terribly far from the orphanage/cathedral because that's where I spend a lot of time.
Maybe you just live in the
orphanage
attic.
and the cathedral are
of the...
pretty far apart.
Well, so maybe split the difference then, and I'm somewhere there.
Okay, that'd be about the center of town.
Are we walking by there?
No, you guys are up at
Okay.
the northern end.
Well,
me.
Fuck me and call me Shirley. It's fine.
All right.
You got 9 health. That's 3 more than some of us.
Yeah, but
Okay, so-
I'm missing 5 AC. It's kind of a big deal.
Here is the cathedral.
You're just class like me. It's okay.
This is the square.
Okay.
You guys see that?
Oh, gotcha. So
Grand
I'm
Rock Academy is down here, and the screaming is coming from up north, up there.
all right. No armor for me. That's fine.
Yeah, I mean,
You'll be fine. You'll be
Just,
fine.
just stay
Anybody
behind
have-
me.
Does anybody have a bow on them or anything?
Well,
the
I
goblins
don't
had
really
some
have
bows.
any of my gear.
I don't know.
Just go grab a bow from the goblin.
Yeah, I guess maybe I'll scrape up a bow from a goblin and grab their quiver.
Oh, yeah, you
Someone
can do
fucking
that.
help me!
As we approach.
We're on our way.
Is that a question?
I don't know. I mean, it kind of sounded like a question to me. The way you guys said it. Blythe, as you look up the street, you see a crowd of goblins and 2 little animal figures in front of them, kind of jostling around. I don't know that you can make out more than that without a perception check.
Okay. I will roll.
So would that probably be like a small short bow? Can I even use that?
It's a short bow.
Just a regular old short bow?
Well, it doesn't say that it's like a goblin short bow. It just says short bow.
Okay.
It
It's
says
probably
1d4 plus 1. Is that a
Yeah,
regular
that would
short
be
bow? or is
that
a
would be
small?
that would be a small short bow.
Yeah. Okay,
I
it's a
believe.
small short bow then.
I'm assuming I can still use it, and I'll
I don't see why you
calculate
couldn't.
it. It just won't do as much damage as a regular short bow,
No.
which is just fine because I just needed to do some damage.
Yeah, Blythe, you don't see anything more than that. As you hear your companions kind of quickly scavenging a few things from nearby. And I think you're kind of like, are you just standing in the middle of the street, or are you just like?
Kind of. Like, she was headed that way, and then she saw her companions kind of go back, and now she's, like, torn. And she's turned back watching them to see if they're coming.
Cardi's waddling along, but Cardi's got tiny little legs, so it's just a little bit slower than the really tall elf lady.
Yeah, I'm slow
Kind of.
as well because I'm physically weak.
Well, At least you're honest about it.
Yep.
Okay. Are you? Well, I guess my question is, what are you guys doing? How are you approaching this situation?
Sorry, that was just a test.
I
Didn't work.
think that we are going in half-cocked.
Okay.
Like, all,
It sounds like it, but
all
I
good adventurers.
wanted to be absolutely certain that that was the
Yeah.
plan.
Yeah, I can't even use the short bow because it's a martial weapon, so I'm gonna put my feet up. And
guys, I can't really do this alone.
If I could control my token, it would be right behind Blythe at
Yeah.
this moment.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm
So-
moving it.
The fact
Yeah.
that nobody else is following, I
Yeah,
can't control
we're-
everybody else. So
yeah, I'm trying to work out being effective, and I'm not
Yeah.
less worried about the nuances of my token's position.
Fair enough. I
Does
just
anybody
wanted to
have a
make sure I wasn't
crossbow? I think I
charging
can
in.
use a crossbow.
no, I don't think
I
anybody
have a
has crossbow.
dagger.
Okay,
I'll offer it.
Oh. Yeah. All right. Well,
Just throw things at them and distract them. Like they don't have to do damage.
I can throw.
Throw
I
goblins
guess
at
I can
goblins.
threaten. I can threaten, but that's about it. And my AC is not terrible, so
Okay. Are
I
you,
may just have my dagger and
as
threaten
you
damage.
move in
Okay.
closer, you see 3 goblins and a different goblin who seems to be a little bit more imposing, and he's pointing at this goblin dog that is fighting this other dog while the mingled screams and cries from behind this little rain barrel next to the white deer kind of echo out, help me, somebody save me, oh please, just like really pathetic fucking moaning. And this goblin here barks an order, and you see the goblin dog like kind of lunge and grab this other dog in front of him and kind of quickly like break its neck and toss its body aside. And then the goblin nearby is like pointing at this dude behind the barrel and barks another order, and the goblin dog starts moving toward him. Roll initiative.
I can't select my token, so you'll have to put that in.
I
you
or
go.
someone else can roll it for you.
I got it.
I rolled it.
I'm gonna.
but- Oh, okay, that works.
Yeah. I'm gonna assume that it's right. I don't think it was.
No,
Party,
it
I
is
think
rolled
it gave
very
us
well.
my
Right.
initiative.
Just change the 18 to 11. That's what
Okay. I will do that.
Cool.
Gotcha.
All right.
Wish
Blythe,
I'd gotten your roll.
you are first to react as you approach.
Okay, I am going to charge the one giving orders and too far. And that should be +2 since I charged.
Okay.
Oh, do we still have bless?
Holy
I
shit, that
don't
was-
think you still would. Sorry.
Okay, so +1.
Okay. So that's a 14. So you charge from behind. I'm gonna give you a sneak attack bonus too, since I think that they were focused on harassing this random dude. But I think his AC. I'm gonna give you +2 for your surprise charge. So that's you said that's a 14.
Yeah, because I charged.
Well, charge
It's-
bonus would be
Isn't charge bonus +2?
+2, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
minus
but you
1 'cause
had
bless
bless
is in here.
on. Gotcha. Okay.
Right.
All right. I was like, how are you giving yourself just +1? Okay. You run in behind this guy, and he seems to hear you just as you approach, and kind of like dives and like rolls to the side as you strike the ground next to him. And he looks at you and he barks, "Longshanks, get the Longshanks!" And actually, he's on the back of a goblin dog.
Oh,
Yeah, he is.
okay. I wondered
he is-
why his token
Yeah,
was
he is mounted
it.
on the back of a goblin dog as well. Vanya.
All I can do is try to get into position
Okay.
because I can only move 20 feet. Although they're in a perfect spot, I can't reach.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, that'll be it.
Okay. Cardi.
Let's see. How many squares are there between Vanya, or like what's the distance between Vanya and the special one? 30?
30 feet.
Okay. And the spot next to Vanya is how far away from me?
20 feet?
And from that spot, can I reach that? What's that distance? 50. Okay, cool. I can do that. I'm gonna walk up next to Vanya, and I'm gonna cast Grease on the square that includes those two and the two behind it.
Okay. So like here?
Yeah, at the center of those squares.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a 10-foot square, so that's those 4 squares?
Yeah,
Yeah,
right there.
Perfect.
All right. Okay.
So that's
Cast
that.
Grease.
And I think they have to make a reflex save
Or fall prone.
or fall prone.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yep. Okay.
And I'm going to actually use another point to make this 1 point higher. The DC is 1 point higher, so it's actually a 16. So that's another arcane point gone.
Okay.
I like these points. These are useful.
It's an 11 for the random goblin. I think that. Oh shit! I totally misinterpreted this. The commando was on his dog, and that's how they were harassing him. So they are like one and the same.
Oh, okay.
They are like on top of each other. So I'm gonna. Yeah, I'll do it this way.
Would the dog and him have to make a save then?
I
Just
don't
the
think so.
dog,
I think just the
probably?
dog
Just the dog.
would.
Okay.
Well,
Uh,
like the dog would make a save, but maybe the rider would make a fuck, my key's not working. Make a ride check, I would assume.
Maybe. He nailed his reflex save of 20.
Ah.
Yeah, so I think the dog just survives it, or just is able to
Hey,
compensate.
he's got 4 legs.
But this one falls prone, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Roymond.
Roymond is going to lifelink with Blythe. So beams of light and all that.
Ooh. Okay. I'm pretty sure Blythe still has no idea what
And
the
I'll
fuck they're
move to
doing.
there.
Okay. It is the goblin's turn, and this one is going to step out of it, and I think that he has to make a reflex. It's just 5 footing, so I don't think he has to.
You don't have to make a reflex save to leave it, only if you enter it.
Gotcha. So he's going to step out, and he's going to point his dog slicer. Actually, he's going to try to. He is actually going to try to get range from Blythe, so he's going to move out. I got to remember, these are goblins.
It is difficult terrain to move through it, and you have to
Right.
make an acrobatics check to even try.
Okay, he is going to make an acrobatics check. Try.
DC 10, so it's really easy.
Well, nope. Doesn't
Okay,
make it.
he falls prone in the first square.
Okay. The one he was trying to leave, or the first one he.
The first
stepped
one he
out?
enters.
Wait, no, I'm sorry. He doesn't fall prone. He just can't move that round.
Yeah. Okay, I thought so. So this.
he actually stays in the same spot.
Oh.
Yeah, the goblin tries to urge its dog back away from Blythe, but the dog just kind of like scrabbles randomly and has to like its balance.
It's
useful.
probably pretty
But
comical.
fails to move. Yeah. This guy is gonna try to stand up. Do you have to make a reflex save to stand?
I don't think so.
I think he just stands then, and that is
Yeah.
his turn. The other 2 goblins are gonna scream, "Yeah!" and charge one at Blythe. An actual charge. This guy is gonna try to run through one of those squares as well, because he's a goblin and he's fucking stupid. So he will make a reflex 16.
Mhm.
So he's running right over his friend who, as he's standing up prone, gets a boot on the back of his head and gets his face stomped into the buttery, slippery ground. And as his buddy runs over top of him and jumps to make an attack at Blythe. So they will both attack her with their dog slicers. 11 for the first one, and 19 for the second one.
Second one hits.
Okay, and he slashed you for 2 points of damage, and you've got tetanus because these are some rusted blades.
Titanus.
Yeah, tetanus.
It's a pain.
It is your turn, Vanya, and you hear Aldern Foxglove from behind the water, the rain barrel say, "Get them! Get the goblins!" Blythe.
What did you think we were doing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice job. Good job with the grease.
We'll move here, so I'm not being flanked anymore, and then attack the nearest one.
Got it.
Do we still have bless?
No.
Okay.
It's only a minute long. Only 1 minute.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Shit. So the one that sliced you, you do like a pirouette as you 5 foot away from him, and then just slash through him. That is, that's going to be his whole life. Gone in one strike. Vanya.
Vanya gonna do what Vanya do, and Vanya gonna step up, and Vanya gonna throw a bomb at this guy.
Okay.
God damn it!
Oh boy, that is gonna miss.
Of course.
I'm afraid. So what
Fuck my fucking
intersection
life.
were you targeting?
I was targeting a person, so
Yeah. Okay.
So, if I'm reading this right, let me get back to thrown splash weapons. The way this works, we roll a 1d8 to determine direction. And then count a number of squares in the indicated direction equal to the range increment of the throw. After you determine where the weapon is landed, it deals splash damage to all creatures in that square and all adjacent.
Mm-hmm. It's squares around you, the D8, to determine the direction.
Wait, what?
It's this okay.
So the way, like, you have the squares around you.
No, it's around the target creature. It specifically says.
Oh, okay. All right.
This determines the misdirection of the throw with one falling short. 2 through 8 rotating around the target creature or grid intersection in a clockwise direction.
Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5,
so, yeah.
6. So it'll be that guy. That's the square that it hits.
And then it goes a number of units equal to my range increment, which is 20. So.
A number of units equal to your range increment.
So it lands right here, basically.
I think
that doesn't make any sense at all.
No, I think it's based on you.
I'm pretty sure that the D8 is the squares surrounding you to determine the direction that you throw it.
I mean, that's not what the rules say, but if we want to do that, we can do that.
That doesn't make any sense either. How could you miss so bad you throw it behind you?
Have you seen people?
I have done this.
There's 8 squares around. Like, you actually can't throw it behind. In the one square behind you, you can't throw it. It's 2 through 8 to determine which square. So it's all 7 of the squares, excluding the one behind you in your direction. So, like, I guess that seems so weird.
It doesn't make any sense at all. So it's not 1d8 around the target. It's 1d8 around the person.
Okay. Yeah.
It says 1d8 around the target.
Yeah, that's what I just read.
All right, we're doing the rules. All right,
this determines that's where it lands.
Okay, so it's 20.
It lands way the fuck over there.
Okay,
it lands in that.
It lands in the middle of nowhere. Blast. So
it
slips it out of your finger. It doesn't make any fucking sense, but sure, let's go with that.
Yeah.
Unless and until we can find like more.
Yeah,
sensible
we'll
rules.
look at that once we get.
Cardi.
Yeah. Let me see. Where I'm gonna.
It acts like if you miss even by a little bit, you throw it in a totally fucking random direction at full pelt. Like it doesn't make any sense.
Also, you can end up throwing it twice as far as you could possibly throw because like if you throw at your range increment and then you throw it like eat double. So.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna go stand next to Roymond on his right, and I'm going to shoot a ray of frost at the guy in front.
So I know we're already moving past this, but it says count a number of squares equal to the number of range increments. So if you are throwing 20 feet, it's one extra square.
Yeah,
okay.
So it'd be 2 squares. That makes way more sense.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. I thought it meant like, it misses by your range.
No, it is poorly worded. I can see how you would conclude that.
So that's why I was wrestling with a number of units. Like,
yeah, I misspoke and said units. I meant to say squares.
Okay, a number of squares. Yeah, so it's 2 squares away then. So it blows up right here.
Yeah, so this guy would get splash damage.
Okay, so that'd be 5?
Yeah, if he fails his reflex. Which is 14.
Is a 14.
Yeah.
Reflex.
14 to half.
12. So he misses.
He takes 5.
So yeah, you throw and you miss, but it still blows on the ground in front of you and on this goblin. And he starts like smacking, trying to put himself out.
Cool. Somebody move me next to Roymond on his right. There we go. And then I ran. Yep. Well, no. Up one.
He's in the right spot, and then nope.
I'm gonna ray of frost. Whoa, Chris, you took away my.
Sorry.
Thank you. Okay, the one that's like closest to me, I'm gonna ray of frost that one.
Okay.
Beep. There we go.
You hit him.
Look at that.
Nice.
As he's putting out the fire, you freeze his whole right arm, and it just shatters. And he goes, "Oh no, it's not good!" And immediately collapses. The rest of him burning. Roymond.
You might need to teach me that. And he will move up to Blythe if he can. I think he can. My shit's been weird.
Are you holding alt?
Yeah, I will move to here, and then I will take total defense action.
Okay. Goblin Commando's turn. And now he already tried to go back out of the 3 squares once, so he's just gonna say, attack the little shanks, or I guess attack the little shanks, and move down there, and will attack Roymond with a dog slicer from horseback, and his dog will also try to bite you. About 16 with the dog slicer. So you have total defense. So you're what?
I get +4. I suppose I'm not sure if I have my buckler. Probably not. So yeah, I have an AC 16.
Okay. So he strikes you for 1 point of slashing damage with the dog slicer. The dog bites you with a 17. That's going to deal 5 piercing damage, and you have to roll for allergic reaction. A goblin's dander is highly irritating to all creatures, save those with the goblinoid subtype. A non-goblinoid creature damaged by a goblin dog's bite who deals damage to a goblin dog with who deals damage to a goblin dog with natural weapon or unarmed attack, or who otherwise comes into contact with a goblin dog, including attempts to grapple or ride the creature, must make a DC 12 Fortitude save, or break out in an itching rash.
Okay. I'm going to use Adaptive Luck because I am a halfling.
Okay.
This is one of my 3 uses today. I will get a +2 bonus on this roll.
Fortitude save. Okay. Yeah,
Nice.
so with a 20, you find that even though it bit you, its dander seems to miraculously all get caught on your pant leg and not actually affect. Actually, it bites your lame leg, which is like dead nerve endings. Oh, sorry. It is this guy's turn, and he's gonna stand up and then go running at Vanya, who he is 100% certain is the one that cast the grease spell, and swing at you with his dog slicer. 18 or 4 points of
18
slashing
hits.
damage,
Okay.
and it is Bly's turn.
Just for
That
clarity,
really
I took
fucking
5 points of damage.
6 points total.
Oh,
5
okay.
from the dog, 1 from the dog slicer. Bring me the Longshanks heads. Blythe?
Okay. Blythe will do a 5-foot step and then full attack the goblin on the dog.
Okay. You will miss as your blade goes swinging past. Now you can target the goblin or the dog. To be
I was
clear.
targeting the goblin.
Okay. Vanya?
If I don't have a bab, does drawing a weapon provoke an attack of opportunity? That's not a rule that I know off the top of my head.
I believe that it does, yeah.
Drawing a weapon does not, but it depends on where
No?
you're getting it from.
I've got a dagger in my belt.
Then you're fine.
Yeah. I pull out a dagger and I poke this guy.
Yes.
For
Okay.
all that I'm not worth.
It requires a move action, but otherwise...
Yeah, I'm not moving, so...
It's cool. Okay.
Well, do you have a BAB of 1? Or are you 0?
I do not have a BAB of 1.
Okay, yeah, so it requires a move.
Okay, why are you not... wait. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Okay.
Okay, well,
any
know,
one of those will fail.
All those
you
are
stab him
fails.
3 times, and all 3 times you catch him on the shield.
God damn.
Ding, ding, ding. Right off the shield.
Cardi.
I am going to move diagonally northeast of my current position 1 space.
Okay.
And Ray of Frost, the one that is attacking Vanya. So this firing into melee is -2.
Right.
Cool. So that'll be minus. Oh wow. Sorry, back to my normal rolls.
You will miss. Raymond.
Really can't afford to get hit again. I am going to take a 5-foot this way, and cast Cure Light Wounds on myself.
Okay.
And we can move on.
It is the goblin's turn, and as you back away, it'll turn its attention to Blythe, and both the commando and the dog will swing at you with a bigger weapon than the dog slicer. It's got a horse chopper, which looks quite nice for a goblin. Will swing at you, and the goblin dog will attempt to bite you. It's a 19 with the horse chopper and 11 with the bite.
Horse chopper will hit, the bite will not.
Okay, horse chopper hits you, slices into you for 2 points of slashing damage. And the goblin dog misses. This one that is harassing Vanya will dance a few steps to the side as Cardi tries to Ray of Frost it. And it will swing at Vanya with its dog slicer. 18. 4 points of damage.
Again?
Yes.
Okay, I'm at 0 hit points. I am unconscious.
You have fallen unconscious.
Nope.
No?
Oh, no, am I still life linked?
No.
Oh,
if you are... No, you're not life linked, but 0 is not unconscious.
Okay, I'm
-1 is
exactly at
unconscious?
0,
Yes.
so I'm staggered. Or
You're
whatever,
like
then, or-
catatonic, basically. You're awake.
If you do anything, you will fall unconscious.
You can move slowly, but you can't do anything that requires serious effort.
Okay. Well, basically just as good as being unconscious, except I'm not bleeding out or anything.
Oh,
Right.
Yeah.
I believe you can still take a total withdrawal. I'm not sure actually. I'll look that up while we move on.
Boy, it'd sure be nice if we had a bolt ace.
Yeah. Blythe.
All
You
right.
you hear your companions having quite a bit of trouble behind you, as you face off against this commando and his dog.
Oh, great. Okay. Okay, guys, I'll come and help just a sec. And I'll attempt this guy. Oh, gosh.
Wow, these rolls are garbage.
Can't do much
Yeah.
when I roll a 5.
No, there's not really much you can do about it. Vanya, what will you do?
I'm guessing I'll have to take a total withdrawal?
You're
Sounds
actually
like that's all I
considered
can do.
staggered. So you can only take a single move or standard action.
Withdraw is a full round action, so.
So you can't
Well,
withdraw, but you could
all I
5
can
foot
do is-
away.
Yep, that's all I can do.
It's probably wise. Cardi.
Cardi is gonna move 1 square to the left, to be somewhat in front of his injured friend, and will Ray of Frost the guy that brought Vanya to near death.
13. That will hit. And you hit him for 2 points of cold damage. As several of its fingers on his sword arm turn black frostbite. Royman.
Take a chill pill.
So I'm wondering if lifelink. If the bonded creature is wounded for 5 or more hit points below its maximum, it heals for 5. So I could actually use this as a heal, right? They don't have to be damaged like during the lifelink. They just have to have damage when they're lifelinked.
Where? Can you move your mouse over it just so I can read it?
My understanding was that once you lifelink a creature, you can pump it full of your life.
Yeah, I'm trying to determine if the damage has to occur when lifelink is active. I don't think so, but I want to make sure.
The wording makes it sound like wounded there is the verb, so it would be like not the state of being wounded, but rather the act
No,
of
it
being
says
wounded.
if the bonded creature is wounded for 5 or more hit points below its maximum. I don't know. I think you could interpret that either way.
Fuck, where is this? Can you link it? Can't even find. Oh, there it is. Lifelink. Centers. Create a bond between yourself and another creature. Each round at the start of your turn, if the bonded creature is wounded for 5 or more hit points below its maximum hit points, it heals 5 hit points, and you take 5 hit points of damage.
I
It would
think
have to be at the beginning of your turn, though. So
What?
it says at the beginning of your
start
turn.
of your turn.
So like
you
you
Yeah.
have to already be bonded.
No, like I can link this round and he'll heal next round.
Yep.
I think that's correct.
Okay.
I like hit points.
Yeah, hit
That's
points are
Interesting.
nice.
It's basically a health equalizer.
Yes. Well,
Okay.
so the whole purpose of my character, since it's more efficient for me to heal myself, is that you take
Pump
the
your hit
damage
points
and
out.
I heal myself.
From the back. Very
Yeah.
far in the back.
Well, potentially from the front line, because I plan on
if you
being
have if you're wearing
fairly
armor,
tanky.
it's
But
probably good.
right now,
Yeah.
no, I can't do anything. So yeah, I will dismiss my lifelink from Blythe as my immediate or swift action, whatever you please. And as my standard, I will lifelink with our good friend Vanya here.
Okay.
And then, since I'm not presently threatened, I will actually move to here.
You stop talking.
Oh, I did? Fuck. I will
Yeah.
move to here. No, not here. Here. No, I can't do that. Fuck.
You could probably move in front of me if that was your goal by going. Yeah.
I don't have any heals left. I don't super want to get hit.
Gotcha.
I guess he can't actually move past Cardi anyway.
Without provoking. Well, actually, I don't have a weapon, so yeah, he wouldn't. I don't provoke, or I don't threaten.
I will do this.
Probably very good move.
Much help.
Okay.
Yeah, until I get
So you're
insta-gibbed.
threatening, right?
I'm.
Yes.
What?
You have a weapon, don't you?
You have a weapon,
Oh, yes.
so you give a flanking bonus to Blythe.
Yes.
Okay. He seems to have gotten a tenacious desire to kill Blythe, so he is going to once again attack Blythe with both attacks. Oh, fuck. All right. 13 will not confirm against you, right, Blythe?
Nope.
Okay. He 24 hits you for 5 points of slashing with Horse
Okay.
Chopper. And, man, the bite is 18.
Okay, then I
points,
take that
6
too.
Yeah, 6 points of piercing damage.
I'm at
Oh my
negative
God.
4.
Well, you
Oh my
officially killed the party.
God. Am I gonna kill the party
Yeah.
in
Probably.
the first chapter?
It's very easy to do at level 1.
Jesus Christ, it is.
Granted, I'm
Alright.
guessing you planned this fight for 6.
Yeah, because
Well, this is straight out of the book, so I didn't
Oh.
Yep.
alter it.
Well,
This
it's
is-
also for a party that's maybe built a different way.
Yeah.
Well,
That's
as
Well,
long
we'll
as we
figure
go
it out.
for
Negative
a
4
six,
isn't dead, so we'll just
Yeah.
keep going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I assume I'm unconscious. Like I'm.
You
just-
are.
You are unconscious, bleeding out. Yeah. This goblin will step up and swing at Cardi, I think.
please miss.
About 13.
That hits.
3 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
Oof. Okay, roll your death save.
Okay, what do I roll?
I think
I
that
bet
that
I'm not
is
familiar with it.
Constitution.
Straight up.
All right, I've never had to do one of these before.
That's a success.
You just gotta get over 10, and then you're
Okay.
You stabilize, right?
All right. You have
Well, it's 10 plus
stabilized-
like the damage you've taken, I think.
That's 4, so it's 14 would be the DC.
Yep.
So that stabilizes her, right? She's
Yeah. She
not
stops
Yep.
bleeding
bleeding
and
out
is no
anymore.
longer dying.
Okay. Does she take a point of bleed damage while she
Not until next
dying?
round.
Okay. All right. Vanya.
So I'm still fucked up.
You're still disabled,
so,
yes.
I gotta try to get away from this guy.
Yeah.
Good choice.
Good choice, Cardi.
I'm gonna move one space to the right so that I don't threaten while I cast my spell.
Okay.
And then I will cast another Ray of Frost on the one that was just attacking me. And I hit again.
Nice.
Hey!
2 more points of cold damage. This guy.
At this rate, he'll be dead in a week.
So
Just
will
pepper
I.
him to death. It'll be fine.
So I think on your turn you give 5 points to Vanya.
Correct.
Okay. So Vanya, you heal for 5. Roymond, you take 5 points.
My bar does not update correctly with what I'm writing in my sheet, so if you guys want to keep track of my health, I am at 3 out of 6. But I'm keeping track on my sheet because that's all I got access to.
Okay.
Thanks.
It is the goblin's turn. This guy will step behind.
Wait, what? Why don't I get to go?
Oh, I'm sorry. You get the rest of your turn.
Run away!
I'm like, wait, no, please.
I forgot that you didn't actually take an action. Your lifelink happened automatically, but you didn't actually do anything.
This sucks real bad.
Yeah.
Tell me about
Not
it.
looking great.
We might all die here.
So which one looks weaker to me? Like which one looks the most beat the snot out of?
Definitely the goblin soldier. The commando and his dog have not taken any damage yet.
Okay. That's bad.
Yeah.
Could probably pillage weapons off of the dead ones.
I don't need weapons.
Okay.
So, like, probably best option is to try to kite around the grease. But I can't do
Maybe.
that because I'm fucked right now.
They're not smart.
I'm gonna 5 foot to here. And I'm going to. I think I'll actually fight defensively here,
Okay.
which I believe is +2 to AC for a -2 to attack.
I believe that makes that is how it goes.
Oh no, it's -4. Fuck, I'm gonna miss for sure. Fuck.
You couldn't have 20, so
Okay.
still probably your best option.
I am going to use adaptive luck here,
Okay.
as my second charge to hopefully get an attack that doesn't suck.
Okay.
So I guess we'll see.
And that gives how much?
It's +2.
Okay.
Fuck. I'm bad at this sheet. I did 5 foot, right? So
You can do it, man. Yeah, you're already 5 foot.
I wonder if I should just double attack and try to get 2 rolls.
Double attack?
So I have my quarterstaff counts as a double weapon, so I can hit with both ends, like
You
two
take a penalty.
like 2-weapon fighting, but I will miss more likely.
Yeah. I'm gonna encourage you to make a decision pretty shortly here. Okay?
That's bad.
Yeah. You swing and miss at this goblin. And he is gonna do the same in return.
All right. 14 AC presently.
6. So he will miss.
Thank
His
God.
dog slicer catches on the end of your quarterstaff, and you guys are locked in the most pathetic Mortal Kombat.
It's not pathetic. It's just miniature.
Yeah.
It's scaled down.
I think that the Aldern Foxglove will yell, "You can do it! I believe in you!" And the goblin dog and the goblin will look over at him and try to charge him.
Thanks,
Okay.
thanks, GM.
Thanks, GM.
And that will be that'd be what, reflex save to run through the square.
Reflex saves to run through it. An acrobatics to run through the next one.
Okay, reflex.
DC 16.
Spell. Okay. He fails in the first square.
Cool. So he falls
Woohoo!
prone first square.
Hope
Falls
is
prone?
hope is
falls
restored.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah. It's a good thing.
Okay. The goblin dog falls prone. These things are stupid.
Yeah.
We're just
Okay, you
lying here
guys-
together, you know.
I don't
They
know
have
what
5
happens.
intelligence.
What happens? All right, I'm gonna do a ride check for the commando to see if he falls prone with the dog. So I kind of think like they wouldn't both fall prone.
Unless he falls off his mount. So I see what you're doing. Yeah.
19. So
He's
I'm gonna
fine.
say that.
Sees and stays on his dog, perfectly upright. Probably.
Yeah, I guess
Right,
the dog
DC
falls prone.
5 to
doesn't.
stay in a saddle. Wow.
Yeah. So yeah, he fucking nails that. Blythe,
I'm dying. What do I
No,
do?
you stabilized
Can
already.
Yeah.
She's
Can't
stabilized.
really
Yeah,
do
you just-
anything though.
you-
You're
don't
just
do
there,
anything.
You're just
looking
there.
pretty on the
Yeah.
ground. Thanks for
Yep.
floor
You're
tanking.
in the
Thanks for
you're in the
taking care of that
toilet.
floor. Is a
You
big
do
threat.
great. Vanya.
I'm gonna step up here and stab or try to stab this little asshole.
Oh shoot, are you out of bombs?
Yeah,
Rip.
yeah, buh. Yeah, B. And roll fucking pathetic.
Yep. Cardi.
While you guys are dealing with that, I think, Chris, no.
I have other shit to look at, man. You have to chill.
I know.
I'm doing you a
do.
favor. Just relax.
It's just like I'm like as I'm trying to decide what to do, you like pull it up immediately. I think I'm gonna. Let's see, where is the best place to go? I'm gonna go on the far side of Blythe.
Okay.
The right, to her right. And I'm gonna Ray of Frost the commando on top of the dog.
Okay. So you're gonna.
Is that correct?
Yeah, that's exactly right. God fucking damn it.
Okay. Miss. Fortunately, Roymond.
I'm trying to see if I have. So, former Oracle player, do you know if my cure spells have their own like spells per day slot, or do they eat into my?
You get they count as spells that you know for free, but you do.
They still
count them
eat
as
into
spells
my.
per day,
Fuck,
yeah.
so I don't have any more. All right. Yeah, we're just gonna have to fight defensively, give him the old beat down. We'll try 2 rolls this time. Maybe we'll get some
Fuck.
luck.
Oh gosh.
Oh man. It's a nat 1.
It sure is.
Yeah.
But the offhand is a 10.
Somehow.
Still not gonna do it. To hit a person. It is the goblin's turn again. Oh god. Okay, let's get it over with. I hope you guys got your second band of characters ready.
Yeah.
Because I'm pretty sure that
Yeah,
you're
all
about to
barbarian party.
die. Okay. The dog will stand up and well, actually, I guess that's all he can do. Stand. Is it a full round action to stand?
No,
Or
it's
just
move.
action?
No, it's a move action.
Okay.
If he wants to move through the grease, it's acrobatics. If he wants to move out of it, it's.
I think doesn't he have to? I could swear he has to roll reflex to stand up though, but I
It
don't
does
know.
not say that on the grease spell.
Well, damn.
Probably doesn't then. I think every time he tries to move through it, that'll be it. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna say that he stands up this round. And the goblin is just like kicking him with his heels over and over, like up. Blythe cannot do anything. Vanya, it's your turn.
Vanya
You
is
guys,
going to 5 foot to here and try to stab this guy because it's the
Okay.
only card I got to play.
Okay. Big money, big money, big money. Little money. Low money.
No.
Damn,
money.
we cannot roll.
No, these rolls are
I'm gonna blame the
Maybe.
sheets. It's the sheets.
could be. Party.
These are the sheep.
Well, I am going to.
Keep
Ooh,
doing it.
I
I believe in you.
I am going to be smart with my move and move to the. Can someone give me an arrow tool? On the square for grease, the top left corner, the one above that. Yeah.
Right there?
No, like right next to the grease. Oh,
20
actually no,
feet.
right where you had me. Right where you had me.
Back one or
Are multiple people control? It's hard.
Yes,
To,
multiple people are doing it.
Okay, Chris, move
What?
me 2 to the left and 1 up.
That's where I had you.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
that's the spot. I'm gonna move there and cast Ray of Frost
Good
on
choice.
this guy again.
Good
Okay.
choice.
Fucking
Rip
God.
a Reno.
Oh,
Okay, he's gotta move through the fucking grease.
Okay. Roymond.
This is a fucking disaster. All right,
This really is.
How much longer does grease last?
Several minutes.
long
but-
enough. It's
Okay.
I
fine.
think for the rest of the combat, Roymond, you take a flanking position behind this
I'm gonna take
goblin.
a 5 foot to here, and I'm gonna take total defense action. I'm not even gonna bother trying to hit him.
Okay.
You flank, you get +2.
I know.
It's the goblin commando. Seeing this dwarf in front of him, he will kick his heels into the goblin and try to run it through this grease toward him again. Goblin dog. He's got to make acrobatics or reflex.
Acrobatics to move. If they fail the acrobatics, a reflex to not fall.
Okay. 16.
That passes the acrobatics, so he's fine to move.
Okay. It says, what about to the next?
Yeah,
Or
he
is
can
it
move
just
out.
total?
He can move out.
Okay.
It's just moving through.
Yep. So he moves through. And then they will both attack you. Oh boy.
Well, this is where Cardi dies. It's nice knowing you.
Okay, not one.
Yay!
He
Alright,
falls
let me
off his horse
roll.
and breaks his neck.
Yeah, I think that might be your only hope. I'm gonna roll on the Cardi. Roll me a D100. Actually, you can't. So I have to roll.
Roy,
Yeah, I can.
Roymond and Vanya
Okay,
just
roll
drowned
a
this other goblin with their
D100.
blood.
My phone tried to roll a D1. Wait,
That's funny.
I said roll a D100, and the phone said I can only roll a dice with 3 to 20 sides.
Yeah.
What?
Pussy.
You're. What kind of fun do you have?
Galaxy.
Sigmar
S9 or whatever.
frowns on your phone.
Clearly. All right, 41. Bad timing. You drop to last in the initiative order for the combat, but do not act again this turn.
He's already
Ooh.
last.
Hey.
Yeah.
And don't act again this turn.
All right.
That was his whole action. That's a shitty one. All right.
Can I have another one?
No.
Damn it.
I didn't make Roymond confirm his fumble when he did it, so this is already
You're right.
not bad. Gave you the first one. The goblin will bite 12.
That is exactly my fucking AC.
Of course it is.
He's
You take 8 points of piercing damage. He
8?
bites you. Yep,
You're kidding me.
I'm not kidding you.
-5.
Wow.
It's
I am
1d6
about to die.
plus 3.
Not unconscious. I am about to die.
1d10
Yeah.
plus 5 for the save.
Cardi is almost dead. This goblin commando or goblin dog or goblin will slash at Roymond. 19.
Jesus fuck.
Yeah.
These goblins
Oh,
are rolling like
shit.
never below 16 the
You're
whole
rolling
night.
really high. So that hits you for 1 point of slashing damage.
I'd like to see these goblins use the roll 20 rolls tonight. We'd have been done an hour and a half ago.
Yeah. Blythe.
We'd still be going because everyone would be rolling.
Blythe is still unconscious.
Mhm.
Vanya.
You know what I do, baby.
Yeah.
I gotta. Okay, so if it
Back
even
a seat.
fucking matters, flanking.
Yep. Plus 2.
This is ridiculous.
Oh my god.
How is-
Cardi, roll con.
Wish me luck, guys. Because if I fail this, I'd
I
actually
believe in
die.
you.
Hey, I pass.
Great
I
success.
stabilize at -5.
On the bright side, the goblins
Bye.
might be dumb enough that if we all pass out and survive, they might just leave us here. We might be okay.
Roymond.
You'll collapse on the next hit.
I
If you cannot
At this
die.
point, we have no choice. I basically have to attack and use adaptive luck. This will be my last adaptive luck, and I will swing with two-handed weapon. Cool. So that's
Yeah, you hit
20.
him.
For 5
Yep.
damage, I think he dies.
He does. He falls to the ground with your blood all over, his blood all over your quarterstaff, Roymond. And the goblin dog with the commando will turn his mount around as he hears his last goblin soldier collapse, and will try to charge back through the grease towards you again. I hope you appreciate what I'm trying to do for you guys this time.
It makes sense that he takes the shortest path.
Yeah, acrobatics, correct?
Reflex if he
when he
enters it.
enters.
All right, reflex as he enters. 14.
He falls prone in the first square.
Thank
Falls
God.
prone in the first square. All right, I think this time, well, I'll roll ride again for the commando. Ride.
Fall and break your neck, you asshole.
Oh, not one.
Yes.
Okay. I think he falls off of it, and sure, let's roll a 1d4 to damage Cardi, because you were the one that cast the spell.
Damn
he's
it.
also
Fucking God. What the fuck is wrong?
If I had
Alright.
some furniture around here I didn't need, it would be flipped already.
I cannot believe this.
I have
It's
already
like the
flipped
worst-
furniture.
The worst rolls.
I would flip the back door off my
Clyde
house.
is down. Vanya, you are up.
Well, you know what? I'm gonna walk up. I'm
Don't
gonna
you have
poke
that
him.
short bow that you picked up?
I can't. I have
You
like
can
a
use it, even if-
-4.
That's
Like, it would
okay.
still-
You
it
can
would
also
still-
see one on.
It would
this
be
goblin.
even worse than what I'm doing right now.
Oh, okay.
Oops, sorry, I closed my sheet.
Because your ranged attacks are normally really good, so -4 is not
Yes,
that bad.
but I'm not proficient with it, so I take all sorts of penalties, and
Just
I have that
-4.
low strength.
That's a penalty to damage. So
Yeah, so it'd be 1d2 -2. It's still not as good as, or 1d4 -2. So, because it's a small short bow.
it's at least 1 damage.
Holy
Wait, what?
shit!
Crit confirm. Crit confirm.
All right.
You just did 5 damage.
5 damage. So as
That's
as
2
you
nat
move-
20s.
Yeah. You move
That's
up
where it's been hiding all night.
as a 19 and a 20 and a 19.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Two
Okay.
crits.
So yeah. Well,
And
you
2
crit
nat
on the
4s.
confirm. Does that do anything?
Say what?
If your confirm is a crit,
No,
Does
you
that
just
do
It doesn't
guarantee
do anything
confirm.
special
Okay.
unless you want it to.
Um,
I want it to.
you're running up as
Can
well,
I roll
think
another
need-
nat 20 if I crit? He dies instantly.
No, but I will let you
Damn.
roll damage again.
Oh, re-roll my damage.
I will if you roll another 20 or
Oh,
another
okay, gotcha.
whatever it is
Yeah.
you're doing. If you confirm the second crit, I'll give you another damage roll.
I do not.
Okay, you don't do it. As you run up with your dagger held out, I think you're holding the dagger like by the 2 cross guards, like you've never used this thing in your fucking life and you have no idea how
just
to
super
do it.
weak.
But you run up and the dog collapses and the goblin goes flying from the saddle and lands on your dagger. And you catch it and you deal 5 points of damage.
That's
to
awesome.
this
Love it.
goblin. But he still seems to be alive. This commando goes,
Fuck this
"Get
guy.
off me, Longshanks!" And he seems pretty upset at you. Cardi is down. Roymond.
We gotta run train on this guy.
Or
Jesus.
Prone.
Hey,
So
If we
he
could-
can't-
if we could
alternatively,
but-
we could run away.
The thought has crossed my mind, but I can't leave. I could leave the rest of you, but I can't leave Cardi.
Fair enough.
I have literally saved his life. He owes me one.
Fair
Yeah.
Or
enough.
she owes me one.
Jesus Christ. All right.
Okay. I guess I will step up and
Literally.
give it Give it the old 1-2.
Give him a whap. Whap him.
Prone, so he's got -4 AC.
-4 AC with a prone, that is true.
Oh. Fuck my life in half.
What the fuck?
Is
These
Travis
are
is Travis in here
the worst.
reprogramming? Is he like at Roll20 headquarters, like rubbing his hands all over the server? Whatever
They just had to
machine
play
that
Roll20
generates.
without me.
He
I'm gonna
will.
get back on the...
This goblin will stand up in front of you both, provoking AOs as he struggles to his feet.
Oh,
from the
yeah.
greasy ground.
Stab him.
I really need to drag this out.
Hey.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, you actually need to like nat 20 to hit it, Tanner. The AC is 17.
So the
Uh,
thing is that I am gonna get a little rules lawyer here because the AOO
Okay.
takes place before the offending action, meaning he would still be considered prone
prone.
when he gets the
Okay.
attacks.
So you both hit then for 7 points of damage total.
Yep.
And the
I'm
Goblin
sorry.
Commando,
I'm sorry. I'm pulling out all the stops here. I really don't want to die.
The Goblin Commando finally slumps to the ground dead.
And then the
his
dog
Goblin
fucking kills us.
bails mournfully as its commander dies. Fuck, I gotta see what the hell this thing does.
Christ on his throne.
Oh. It will also stand up. And that's its move action. It's going to use its standard to lunge toward you, but
Down
it can't.
to the
It can't do anything.
palm.
So let me
Wait,
roll its
roll
dex.
acrobatics.
Yeah, or roll acrobatics. 6.
Fails.
Fall prone
Roll
again.
reflex. Nope, roll reflex. It gets...
18.
Okay, he passes, so he just stays in that square.
Okay, just stays in that square.
Yeah, he can't move.
Okay. Blythe, you're
Well, no,
still dying, or you're
He stays
still.
in the square that he stood up in.
Oh, okay.
Well, how high is the DC? Is it 10 for
14,
acrobatics?
right?
10 to stand up,
Okay.
or 10 to move within it
Right.
at half speed. If you fail that, then you have to roll reflex, and that is 16.
Right. Okay.
before you
He
fall.
didn't fail by 5 or more.
Right. That's what I was reading.
Yeah.
Okay.
Blythe is down. Vanya, you are up.
I'm on a roll.
Desna.
Go, Vanya.
Hear me now. Fuck. That's 11.
That will miss. Not by as much as the commando, but it will miss. Cardi, you are down. Roymond. This just became like, hold on, I need to adjust the music to reflect the gravity of the situation. As you guys stand there, this greasy, malformed goblin dog comes pushing to its feet out of the greasy ground. Your companions lying fallen beside you, yourselves basically out of basically fucking everything. The final boss of the campaign eyes you with beady goblin dog eyes. Roymond.
What is this has become a Warhammer adventure.
One
We die
wrong
in the first-
move means certain death
Yeah.
for your companions and probably the entire town of Sandpoint at the jaws of this terrible
Oh
beast.
god, this
This
dog
dire
solos the
goblin
entire
dog.
town. After this, it becomes a level 20 goblin dog.
Smack it. That's all you can do.
Yeah.
We basically either gotta kill it, or
Oh
we
god,
die.
you unmuted your microphone on Facebook. I'm hearing you twice. I
Oh,
want to
fuck.
die.
No, my Microphone was never muted in my Facebook, apparently. You just unmuted it.
Oh, weird. Oh, I must have had Chrome turned down on volume. So... I think only one thing really makes sense here.
Don't you run.
I move to here, and I dismiss my lifelink, and I cast it on Blythe.
Oh shit.
That makes sense, I think.
Okay.
But then you die, and I'm almost alive. Well, oh yeah, I have one. I'll have 1 hit point.
He sacrifices himself to say. Well, he has no idea
Oh.
how low you are. He just knows that you're.
Okay. The
Correct.
goblin dog is on its feet and it will attack Vanya.
Looking at an 18.
Oh, let's see where we go, boys.
Good night, my lovelies.
Is this the day that
9.
he dies?
Hey!
The final boss of the campaign makes a lunging, terrible bite, and Vanya deftly stands exactly still, and the dog bites.
I do the last thing
because
it expects.
There's butter in its eyes. Blythe, you heal to 1 hit point.
No, that's on my turn.
Oh, on your turn. Blythe, you stay unconscious. Vanya, it is your turn. You stand alone against a
Second.
Dr.
Move
Goblin
across the trees.
dog.
Your friend just passed out.
Crit confirm.
Oh,
What the
wait.
fuck is going on?
You confirm for 2 points of damage.
God damn it.
What the fuck?
Wait, 5 foot, 5 foot, 5 foot.
Vanya, as this
Yeah.
dog snaps right in front of you, you step
No,
forward,
not that way.
jam
know
your
which way you
dagger.
want.
Away! Away!
Away from it, so that it has to move through the grease to get to you.
Yeah, I would go down.
Through the grease.
Definitely, for sure.
There, gotcha.
There.
Oh, I
One
would go
more.
diagonal.
You meant
One more.
right there, but
I can't
can
read
you
minds.
5
I
foot
know.
after
I'm
Yes.
thinking.
average?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You-
okay.
You basically
yeah,
5 foot as part of your attack. So like
you cut off one of its like several toes of its paws. Your very ordinary blade glinting with very normal non-magical metal in the noon light or in the evening sun as you prepare to face your a mortal combat with this dog, and you know that only one of you will live to see the morrow. Cardi, you're
No
out of it.
guarantees.
Royman,
I'm sweaty.
Royman takes
spaghetti.
5 points of damage. And you get healed for 5.
Okay, I'm at 1 hit point.
Blythe, you awaken to see what is this moment between Royman and Blythe? Because you guys are acquaintances.
I think Blythe will probably hear Royman's voice in her head, as he just says, "Well, good luck," and
Nice.
he just kind of passes out.
Collapses.
And as Blythe
can-
comes to, she's just kind of in shock and sees Roymond laying there and is just like, oh no, what's happened?
That's bad.
Wait, what? Why are you
Just
rolling
nat
fortitude?
1 your constitution save.
Yep.
Well, first off, why are you rolling fortitude? Second,
Because
you
I'm
don't
negative
roll
health.
You don't roll
Yeah, but you
Constitution
shouldn't
until
do
your
it
next,
the
turn,
next turn.
and it's Constitution, not Fortitude. So,
It-
get to ignore that roll.
Oh. It's not. Oh, is it a con
You
check?
rolled
I
on
thought it
your
was
next
fort
turn.
save.
It's a con check, I believe.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
Dex 15, acrobatics 15 for the dog.
Acrobatics
to
10
step
to
forward.
move. Oh, wait,
Okay,
did
so
you
it
roll
does
15?
move.
Okay.
Do I have to reflex first? I don't have
No,
to.
no. Acrobatics. If he passes the acrobatics, he can move freely, but half speed through the grease.
Okay. That's still only 5 footing, so it doesn't matter. It is locked on to Vanya because Vanya just critically cut off 2 of its toes. Very upset about it. And it is going to bite her.
It's 18.
Oh, no! No! Ugh.
Did you just crit, Vanya?
Yes.
Why? Well, goodbye, Vanya.
She's dead. That is a 22 to hit with a 19 to confirm, 4 damage plus 13 damage.
Wait, plus 13?
That's
Yeah.
not possible.
Is it crit? All right, hold on. So it must the crit.
Is this combat manager?
No.
How can it do
Alright, hold on one
13?
All right, so it's 1d6 plus 3 twice. So it would be
Correct.
6. It rolled 6 and a 1 for its roll, so it'd be 9
damage.
Yeah, so it's
That's
13
13.
total.
That still probably kills him.
That's still enough to kill her. I think
What's the total?
13.
13.
My con is 11. So,
Alright.
so 13. So it does 8. Oh, I'm at -8.
Yeah.
Oh my
Cool.
god.
And you're good.
Okay, so you're good.
You're not dead yet.
Yeah. This
Yeah,
dog
yeah.
lunges forward through the grease and locks its jaws around Vanya's throat and just like rips a big chunk out, and Vanya collapses, unconscious.
Fuck.
Blythe, you stand up, or don't have to stand up, I guess. But-
I will stand up and ready my weapon. Is there
Okay.
anything I can do to boost my next attack? Like in preparation, or do I just attack next? Well,
You can ready
What would
your
I
action
do?
to attack when it gets in range, so your attack would go off before its attack.
Yeah.
okay.
But
then
other than that, there's no way to increase the power of your or likelihood of it.
You can also
Okay.
5 foot and then attack, but either way.
Well,
Well, if
standing
I
up
5
is
foot,
You'd be
I
in
mean
grease. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Oh no, not if
Yeah.
I come down here. But
Well,
if
you
I-
can't. You can't
You-
move
you-
at all because you
you
just
can't move at
use your
all,
move
you
action
just-
to stand.
Right. So I will stand and then ready an action when it gets close to attack.
Okay. Vanya's down. Cardi's down.
I got a
Royman's
con.
down.
We both,
Vanya-
both of us
Vanya
got
has-
to
Oh,
save.
yeah.
Vanya and
You're
Raymond both have to do con checks.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look up because I don't know if it's plus the
Okay,
damage you've
so I lose another
taken.
one.
Wait.
I think you take one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you,
you
take,
take
you,
one
you
point.
take one damage.
Yeah. And Royman has to roll his con.
Oh, actually, it's a DC 10 con check. The
Yeah,
DC doesn't
DC
go
10.
up. I was thinking of coup de grace. That's what it is.
Yes.
Oh my-
Shit.
You both
Okay,
take
you
another.
take 1 point. The goblin dog looks around, utterly stunned that there's still another person. This is like the fucking OK Corral or some shit. Everybody's murdered each other. But it steps toward you, driven by the scent
wait.
of blood.
DC 10 acrobatics.
Yes. Tries to take a step
Okay.
toward you, I should say.
I
21,
guess-
so it nails that.
Okay, it succeeds with flying colors.
So your ready to attack goes off.
Yep. All or nothing.
Oh,
Fuck!
Ugh. I mean,
I
it could
rolled a
miss you.
2.
Okay. It attacks you.
Okay.
15.
Doesn't hit.
Yay!
Okay.
This
it
is why I
fastens
picked
its-
her. She's actually
Yeah, I
got
know.
AC.
She's the only because she's the only one
Yeah.
that stands a chance.
Yeah.
I would say so. Okay. It sinks its teeth into one of your leather bracers, but your leather holds true and it can't sink its teeth into you. It is your turn.
Okay. I will swing again. At this point, I imagine Blythe is just fed up and is just like, ah!
I would imagine if she's not fed up by now, she has godlike patience.
Oh, yes,
I think
daddy.
So it lashes its teeth onto your leather bracer, and you take one end of your double-edged sword, and you just suck and slide it right up through its skull, through under its jaw and out the top of its skull, and it collapses dead.
Fuck yes.
Okay.
All right,
So-
now for the next wave of goblins.
Well, before
I
we do
think
that,
we-
You all hear another scream.
Fuck!
We should probably
That's
stay
just
in
Blythe.
You know
Aaron's
what?
Screaming.
Somebody else can
Order.
handle it. We pay taxes. They're city guards, right?
Yeah,
They can
okay.
handle this shit.
Yeah,
Now,
we
this
have
is
to-
very important. Aldern Foxglove runs around the side and kneels next to Cardi and will attempt to stabilize her.
I am
He's
stable.
already stable.
Him. Oh, you already are.
Vanya
Jeez.
and Roymond are not.
Okay. Then he will run up to Vanya and attempt to help Vanya stabilize.
And Blythe will do the same to Roy.
He does not
What do
Help
I roll
Vanya.
for that?
heal
check.
if you have it.
I do.
You
don't
succeed.
Does that do
What
it?
does it have to be?
I think stabilizing is just a DC 10. Provide first
Provide
aid,
first aid is 15.
Not quite.
Yeah.
Okay, so
so
each of
not
they each
gonna
have to
do
make
it.
another save. for
Yes.
conflict.
And we'll handle this round by round.
At this point, Blythe is more inclined to just pick up Roymond
Oh,
and
so
carry him.
Vanya, you're first then.
Yeah.
Where are you at, negative wise?
I am at -9.
Super
Okay.
close.
This thing keeps not putting in my numbers correctly. This motherfucking 9. Save.
So if you
bitch.
hit -9, it'll subtract 9 from your.
Yeah, it's just
Yeah.
not cooperating. Okay,
Yay!
so
Stabilize.
Okay, Vanya stabilizes. Roymond takes another point of damage. And Aldern is going to say, "I'm going to run for Father Xantus." Sorry, I was
Father
I was-
Zantac.
I just can't believe how much carnage is left.
Helped! You could
This
have
is
helped us!
incredible. I'm a coward. I can't do it. And he goes,
Then you
"I'm
better
gonna
fucking
run."
run, and she points her blade at
He
him
runs
like,
off. Yeah, he runs off and does what he does best. Screams for help. And you hear him calling, "Father Xantus, Father Xantus."
I can
So-
attempt another heal check, maybe?
Yep.
I don't know
Yep.
if
Yeah,
I'm
do
try
allowed.
it. That
We
will
only
not
have one
do it.
point.
Yeah.
I was
you'd have
planning
to
on you
roll.
being the healer.
One would think so.
Yay!
Yeah, he stabilizes.
I thought you
None
have
of
to
us
do
died. Just
DC 10
That's-
No,
plus
that's
3.
coup de grace.
Coup de grace.
Oh, okay.
And that coup de grace is a 4 save. That's why we screwed it up.
I didn't pull any punches on you guys, except that I did make them go into the grease. But I think
Behave
that was
stupidly.
like, they are stupid though. Like
Yes.
that felt appropriate.
Also, how dare you not pull punches at level 1, you evil bastard. We're level 1.
It's fine.
This is supposed to be a
You know
walk
what,
in the
though?
park.
You know what though? I enjoyed this a lot.
Yeah.
The book
same.
does not include anything for if you guys fail to do this. They isn't even considered that you would fail here. It's not even a concern.
It's always a
This
possibility though.
immediately goes to once the goblins
Yeah.
are dealt with.
Yeah, well they just assume that you're going to.
One would assume that. All right.
If we didn't roll shit over.
I mean, if we like the juxtaposition of their rolls to ours was insane.
was incredible. They were rolling way better. You guys were rolling terribly.
And also
Plus-
there were like 3 times as many of them, and none of us have a lot of HP.
Yeah.
Like most of us have what, 8 HP?
I have 9.
8, 9, 6,
Well,
11.
and then an 11. And
Yeah.
you know, they drown us in HP. They have
Uh,
8 apiece at least.
yeah.
If I could hit, though, I can kill them in
They have
one
6
blow.
apiece, most
Yeah,
of them.
but you can only
here-
kill
So
around. and-
here is the thing. The goblin warriors flee if their leader is slain,
Yeah.
Oh, none of us
It's
rolled
just-
knowledge. Fuck.
but nobody rolled knowledge.
Yeah.
And
I forget
maybe
that I'm
I
a
should have
knowledge character
consulted
in this
it, but
game, so
yeah.
Yeah.
that's on me, because
That's
that's
alright.
all I
I
contribute.
I didn't
Well,
think of it.
you guys did kill the war chanter, and then the one remaining goblin fled. But I don't know if that was enough to make you realize.
Yeah.
Oh.
I think
Oh.
we-
I was the one who killed it, and I can't really
Yeah.
see it. So
we
it's-
were like all up in the War Dog guy's business the whole time though, and like we still couldn't bring him down.
Yeah.
He's fucking hard, dude.
Yeah, it's just
Uh,
the rolls. This is like on the bell curve of encounters. This is
way
like
up there,
on
dude.
on that left hand side.
Yeah.
This is an outlier.
Yep.
All right. Aldrin Foxglove returns with Abstellar Xantis, and seeing what happened, he goes, "My God, how many goblins did you rout before they brought you all down? I can only imagine there were at least 10 times this number here."
Please,
And
Father, just please help us.
yeah, he casts fucking channel energy so you all heal for 5 points. And then looking around, I think he sees that isn't going to do it for Roymond and Vanya, and he will cast Cure Light Wounds as well. Jesus Christ. All right, hold on. Does he have a
Well, that'll
character
heal
sheet?
Royman 7 for the first round, right?
Yep.
Oh, yeah, it will.
I mean, I don't know if that's enough. Still, he was very low.
I'm still at -1.
I'm
Yeah.
at -4 still.
Cardi wakes
so-
up. Cardi's
Yeah.
at 0, so Cardi can't do anything, but is awake.
All right. He casts Cure Light Wounds for 4 points apiece for each of you. And then he looks like he's plumb tuckered as far as all of his healing is concerned.
4 points, so I get 6.
Vanya,
Yes.
like, but still's basically not moving because she's exactly at 0.
Same.
Blythe will help Roymond up since she's here, and then kind of proceed toward the father.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, you're not dead, so I guess that means it worked.
Aldrin Foxglove turns to you all, and he says, "You have my deepest thanks." And he seems to particularly gravitate toward Blythe. And he says, "You have my deepest thanks. Such an act of heroism I have never seen before." And he steps up to you, Blythe, and he says, "I could not imagine such valorous and dogged fighting from one, especially one as beautiful as you, my lady.
Oh,
You have to please."
She
accept
looks
my most-
fucking
my most-
busted as hell right now too.
Yeah, I think she does. She looks like she got hit by 12 buses that were also on fire, and he gives you like the deepest bow, like
is this the coward or the father? I can't.
the coward.
Okay.
Yeah, the coward guy.
Yeah. He looks he actually looks like quite a good looking nobleman, kind of maybe mid-30s, in nobleman's clothing, and he says, my poor hunting dog had
Yeah,
done all
I'm
she could.
Sorry.
Yes, I'll mourn her, but there is, I suppose it could have been much worse. But he still walks over to his dog and bends down, and maybe a little bit uncharacteristic of most noblemen you all may have come across. He like doesn't care about his coat at all. He just like lifts up his dog and kind of cradles her to his chest and kind of bows his head into her fur and says something that I don't think you can make out. But kind of settles down and says, I'll have to give her the finest burial any hound has ever had. One
Most
no
definitely.
master could ever ask for a better pet. He gives her a few pets and looks to the rest of you. And he says, "You have my deepest thanks. Please, by all means, I'll be in town for a few more days. I'm staying at the Rusty Dragon. By all means, please come visit me when you get a chance. I'd love to talk with you more and perhaps reward you for your bravery in saving my life."
Well, we might just have to do that whenever we're all standing, and Blythe will lean down to try and help Vanya up.
Yeah, Vanya,
Cardi-
still being kind of gross, will take your hand and attempt to stand up, and like I guess like kind of like right when she does that, she does and like her body like collapses back into its normal
Oh my
form.
god,
She,
what the hell?
she slumps against you, because
She
like,
went from looking like a monster to looking like a normal person after you picked her up. So
Yeah.
to looking like a horribly disfigured normal person.
What the hell happened to you? I think you looked.
I think the goblin. There was something when the goblin was like attacking her, and she was behind the cart, and I did think they did something.
I can see that they did something. This is a massacre indeed.
Cardi stands up and looks at the father and says,
he puts an arm under your shoulder, Cardi. Well, I guess he can't do that. But
can't.
he
I'm
puts
really
a hand. He puts a hand under your shoulder.
I look up at him and say, "Thank you kindly, father." But
By all means, my child.
do you think you might be able to escort me to the nearest bar? Because I don't.
He needs some liquid healing.
I think perhaps you should come with me back to the cathedral. We can set you up there at least for the evening and provide you with proper care. I do have some skill as a healer.
That should do, father. That should do. Thank you.
We would be most grateful if you could. Roymond, are you okay? Are you coming?
Roymond is still like looking over the battlefield. Go ahead.
Yeah, Absalar Xantus says, I think all of you have taken a severe beating. Please, by all means, come stay at the cathedral for the evening, and I shall use what healing spells Desna grants me to restore you. The town of Sandpoint owes you a great debt. One can only imagine what horrors this army of goblins, or what I presume to have been an army, would have done to the town in your absence. We owe you at least that much.
Oh, thank you, Father. You're very generous.
I should say that you are the generous ones. You're a stranger to this land, are you not? Or at least to this town?
I'm from around here, but I guess I'm not exactly in Sandpoint a lot.
Well, it's rare that we find a band of honest to Desna heroes in our midst. I'm sure that you'll be the toast of the town for many months to come.
Oh, I don't know what to say. Thank you.
May it be so.
He was talking to all of you there. Aldrin Foxglove had been talking to Blythe in particular, but yeah. Okay, I think it's 2 a.m. Let's tie it up here.
Yeah.
That's a good stopping point.
Yeah,
that was crazy game.
Vanya hugs Cardi, and that's the last thing Vanya wanted to do. She down and
Cardi returns the hug and says, "You haven't quite paid me back yet."
You guys were literally 1 hit point away from a TPK.
Yep.
Yeah.
Blythe's single hit point.
Yeah.
Jesus. Okay.
Which was technically my hit point.
Yeah,
He sacrificed for her.
Royman's 1 hit point.
There was a very real risk that I could have died pulling that off.
Yeah.
I thought so was going to die.
Jesus.
Blythe will for sure.
Then we re-roll our characters. Barty K and
Yanva
and Ranya.
I would be his long lost brother Raymond.
Oh my.
and Blythe becomes
Tig.
Blart. I don't
the
know.
Male Ranger.
Paul Blart. Paul Blart.
Well done, you
Paul
guys.
Blart Mall Ranger.
Oof.
Really well done there.
Yeah, that's another memorable one. Like,
Yeah.
Whitney, you're gonna remember that one for a long time. I promise.
Yeah.
I decided I'm not going to pull punches in this game, and I kind of pulled the one punch by having the goblin try to move through the shit again, the butter, the grease.
Yeah.
But that was it. Everything else was straight up and down.
But we know when they crit on Vanya.
Yep.
Dude, when he crit Vanya, I was like, fuck.
But do you know what this reminds me of though? This completely reminds me of that fight against the statue dragon, where we were literally about to die.
Yeah.
Okay. But seriously, that was the end boss of a chapter.
That was the end boss.
And we were level 6.
This is the softball of
This
of
is the
this
first
campaign.
Yeah, this is
combat
the
of the
warm-up.
game.
Yeah,
This is
isn't
hey,
even.
use your
This is the
character's abilities.
foreplay to anything. Yeah, this is the welcome for newbies who have
Yeah.
never played the game before.
I think we probably burned our spells pretty fast too.
You guys
Yeah.
burned them on the previous combats.
Yeah.
I think
Uh-huh.
when you didn't really
Yeah.
have to.
Not
Yep.
like I get a lot. I got 3 level 1 spells a day.
Yeah, I get
But it's
4.
like the rest of us don't really have damage output.
Yeah.
If we're not using special things, which
Well,
are
yeah, because we
limited.
built around having a bolt ace and a barbarian.
Yeah.